If I was an imitation, a perfect imitation, how would you know if it was really me?
Hello, welcome to the show. I guess we're live. This is going to be a little weird just because I'm going on vacation, which means we are not going to be playing next Wednesday night. However, because we want to keep up the cadence of the show, we're going to play tonight for 90 minutes or whatever, and instead of taking a break and coming back, we're just going to stop. But we will then come back and record what we're doing and then upload that next week. So we will take, instead of there being one show and then no show, you get half a show and half a show. I'm sure there's someone's going to complain about that, but it means that
tough luck.
It means that we get to keep making content next week, even while I will be on vacation, because holy crap, I need a break. So before we get to the art stuff, we got a bunch of announcements and stuff. We don't run ads. If you see ads, it's because you're not a subscriber. If you're an Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription every month that you can throw to whatever Twitch streamer you like. Hint. You just have to hook it up. Thanks to everybody watching. Thanks for everybody who came by. Thanks to everybody who backs Strongholds and followers. You are our only sponsors. We don't have any kind of paid sponsorship or anything like that. We have a bunch of Twitch mods laboring tirelessly to make sure the chat is awesome. And speaking as somebody who just ascended in NetHack, our chat is awesome. The people in chat are super cool and supportive, and it makes me really happy. It makes me feel like this community is awesome. Thanks to Jerry behind the scenes, and thanks to all my friends for putting up with all of this nonsense. For those of you who don't know, we now have a second YouTube channel where all this stuff goes, all the stuff we do on Twitch, except the NetHack stuff goes. So if you're wondering where the 5th episode was and why it didn't get an alert, it's on our second channel where stuff like Chain Reaction is going to live and the world building streams and all that nonsense. So that then my channel is just going to stay running the game videos and campaign diaries. We are going to have a second Kickstarter at some point sometime in the first half of this year, probably. If I get any more specific, somebody's getting angry at me. But you are free if you want to know when Kingdoms, Organizations, and Warfare, when the Kickstarter goes live. There's a link that you can find where you give us your email, and we will just email you once and say we're not going to sell your email to anybody. We wouldn't know how to do that, and we wouldn't do it even if we did. And that way you'll get an alert when the Kickstarter goes live. If you are not already aware, we have a Discord, an official Discord that has over 15,000 people in it, and is pretty remarkable. And there's a whole bunch of let me tell you something. In the Discord, in the channel about the chain, in the spoiler channel, there is at least one person who has accurately figured out what the hell is going on in the campaign right now in the scenario we left on a cliffhanger. So that's one of the cool reasons to hang out in our Discord. We have a subreddit, if you're not aware of that, where if you have questions about stuff, you're going to get great answers. And apart from that, we normally, after the break, we run the art that people have been making. But since we're not going to take a break, classically, I thought we would run it now and kind of relax and enjoy it. This is usually something we do and we wait until after the stream as kind of a reward for all the people that stuck around. But because we're not going to do that, let's look at it now and have fun now. I don't know how to make it start. Do I have to press start?
Let it rip.
Oh, there you go.
Slideshow.
Ooh.
Omega nails.
Is that Omega nails? Awesome.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Full of fireballs.
I don't have my glasses on. I'm sitting super far from the thing.
You got one behind you.
Oh, look. Hey, it feels good. It's Slim.
Oh,
It's
that's
Slim.
awesome.
Nice.
Phil's playing again.
Yay.
Got the braids and everything. That's awesome. He does look like one of those little snub-nosed monkeys.
Yeah,
Oh my
see?
God.
Doing it.
Whoa! I haven't seen this.
The chain tarot is going to be awesome.
This is so.
Oh, that's a tarot card?
Yeah, that's the idea. Is it's a fortune card, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Rest in peace, my friends. I'm so glad you're dead.
Oh, that's
Yeah, Moon Bro was just waiting to find out what.
This showed up this got posted like 5 minutes after
it was
I
so
posted
fast.
the boots.
Oh yeah, he literally was just waiting for you to figure out what boots look like. I love this. How can you not love this?
Yeah.
So cute.
I like the comment was like, me. I just want to sleep, and then while everyone else is doing stuff.
Yeah, I imagine
And
Copper does that.
Yeah.
Copper drools when he's
I imagine Copper like just says,
Yeah,
"You guys
just-
wake me up when something's happening."
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I hadn't seen this. Holy
That
shit!
was a god.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Dude,
amazing.
the lighting is really good.
I had not seen that. That is fucking cool, man. Why do we have to kill Nails? Let's bring that guy back. Whose idea was that?
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's dope.
Now the captain.
Look, he's got the chronicle with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what nice.
Now the captain. That's
Runes
cool.
and stuff.
Went from junior officer to captain in just 5 short weeks.
Collusion.
Collusion. So that is it. Now we're gonna play D&D. So we've gotten in a bad habit, which we're gonna stop now, hopefully, and that is we all get together and have lunch the day after the game, and sometimes we hang out here for like 90 minutes until like 1 o'clock in the morning talking about the game and what's gonna happen next. And as a result, you folks patiently watching when we start streaming the next week, you're like, what the hell's going on? All this crap, where did this plan come from? So what I would like you folks to do is just recap. Like when last we left our heroes, Judge had come to the officer's mess and was describing to King having seen Angel just seconds ago while Angel's in here and King saying he was dead and I revived him. And Angel said, what the fuck? And then you guys started talking about what you were planning on doing.
Yep. Do you guys want me to recap?
Gotta root out the imposter.
Yeah, so I think what we figured out is, we realized that something must have happened simultaneously. We were thinking that the angel that I was speaking to down below decks on the Rosa Cielo and the one that you found in your room, we're thinking that whoever this person is must have killed Angel and then came and spoke to me. And that timeline is kind of weird, but maybe it works out. But then we also were remembering...
Well, we thought that maybe they came to speak to me and they found Angel in my quarters and killed him then.
Oh, right. That's what
Yeah.
we were talking about. Sorry, it's been like a week.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that we kind of figured out was we remembered that that dwarf that got stuffed into that crate down below decks, that was the same dwarf that we think Big Cat was growling at.
Okay.
And so we're thinking like, okay, maybe Big Cat is able to kind of determine like and sniff out who this person or what this creature is or whatever the case
Dwarf
is.
stuff below decks.
Yeah, Xerok.
Oh, see, Lars doesn't know about that.
Oh, really? I thought we talked about
No,
this.
all you when
You
when
didn't talk about what you and
Yeah.
the other angel talked about.
when
to
Judge
us,
walked
so-
into the room and saw there was another angel in here, or also Angel again.
Uh-huh.
Judge was like, I just saw Angel and he told me.
Oh, I was
some
recapping
things.
recapping from our lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us at the lunch either.
Oh, I didn't?
I wasn't at the lunch.
Secrets! Oh yeah, I was recapping
Why,
from
why,
lunch
do,
too.
why, do,
talk
why do
to-
your subordinates keep secrets from you?
So right, okay, so to fill you in.
So just so you know, like
Yeah.
like you just had this conversation with Angel,
yes.
walked over here. A soldier came and grabbed you and said, "The captain wants you in the officer's mess."
Right.
And here is Angel. So unless Angel literally went and ran past you, there's no way he could be here at the same time that you talked to him.
Right. Like I don't think this is the imposter angel. I think what Lars says is true, which is that whatever angel I spoke with
Yeah.
was the angel post killing the real angel.
Well, there could also be.
To take over that
two-
body or
It
something.
could be two doppelganger things.
That would be extra fucked. So
Well,
hopefully
to
that's
be
not
honest,
the
Our
case.
theory is that they're doppelgangers,
If
right?
Double doppelgangers?
Well,
Some
Matt
double
explicitly
doppelgangers.
Never
says
doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers.
Matt explicitly says that Anna's conversation happened while I found the body, but he was dead for seconds.
Mhm.
So how could he have
gotten
traveled?
I
Is
don't
this
think
on
he
different?
could, unless he-
Sorry, when you
because
said you're in your room, that was the. Oh,
on
Yeah.
on the Dark Dream? That
Did
was
you guys
our
put your
ship.
minis out
Got
here
it.
where your characters are?
I don't even is this the
This is the officer's mess. Yeah.
Where's the entrance?
There's a couple of them. There's one here. There's one here. This is to the kitchen.
And this is Angel right here.
Angel is the little halfling looking, the halfling assassin looking motherfucker.
There he goes. There he goes. Where's he going? Here?
I don't know.
Nah, he's probably like standing like a bit aback, like sort of watching everything.
What are all these blocks?
They're tables. There's a couple of bars. There's like
This is like
basically
a
like a buffet.
Oh, I thought
There's
this
like a
was like his
buffet.
bedroom. I was like, what kind of weird?
No, this is the officer's mess.
Okay.
So there's actually like
Yeah.
a liquor bar, which is actually probably where he is now that I think about it.
Liquor.
And then there are tables and a couple of like buffets.
In that case, I would be much closer too.
Hey, this was our spot. Let me. I'm gonna move over there now.
You're like,
wanna be over here?
Out of here.
So there's a bunch of weird, like, there are chairs
It's fine.
in here that are
Oh,
designed for creatures that don't have spines or indeed
way
bones.
up, I guess.
They're like these elaborately shaped, almost like cups that they sink into
Pour
when they
themselves
eat.
into.
Yeah.
I think it's working.
And Angel says to Judge, boss, if there is someone out there disguised as me, there's no way, Angel says, there's no way they know that King brought me back. So they think I'm dead. So they're going to stay looking like me. They're going to think they've got you fooled. So we got to let him keep doing that, Angel says.
Chain sign a response to him. Because that's how we were going to verify
No.
it's real.
Judge is pissed because Judge doesn't like being made a fool of. So Judge is gonna. He feels like he's been duped, basically. So this angel that's been resurrected, he's gonna grab him basically by the throat and like lift him up and be like, what the fuck were you doing here? Essentially. He probably can't answer, but I wanna. Can I use this in such a way where it's like I roll an intimidate to try and like if this is like an imposter, I can somehow like shake it, like shake him or something like
You
that.
try?
Okay.
He's gonna get
But
shaken
he's
baby
not.
syndrome.
But he's not the imposter.
You don't know that.
Do we know?
The stealth die.
I get
It could be
a
anything.
28.
That's pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
The angel is like, he's,
Okay. I drop him. And then I think we're gonna do the chain sign thing, right? That's kind of what we had discussed, is doing the like.
he says,
Yeah.
holy fuck! As he he's like, I was just dead!
Do you want to chain sign to him as the commander?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you to back the fuck off.
Hey, don't be my mini.
Hey, you can't move her, man.
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
I just moved my guy up there.
Oh,
So he went like this.
I don't know.
So I'm just going to chain sign to him. Prove to us you're you.
He's chain signs, fuck off. Oh, sir?
Say, sir, he's his boss.
I think that one's easy.
Boss.
This is the real guy.
Should
What he said. I mean, what he said to us. He's
sorry about that, Angel.
we give him a sniff if you want?
He's like, I'm just saying, it thinks I'm dead. So it's going to keep pretending to be me. So we should let him keep pretending to be me. And then when we see that squirrely motherfucker, we kill him.
But we have to suss him out.
We should keep you hit him then. Or
I don't know. I don't want to hide nowhere.
Can we
No, but you're right. If it sees me,
yeah.
then it'll know. Then it'll know. Well, fuck.
Can we keep him locked in
He's
one of
got
the
his
rooms?
dagger. He's
Oh,
got his
yeah.
dagger out.
Where's
He's
the
like,
map?
I would really. There is a map.
Yeah, we could if this was on the like a,
It's in the mess.
I don't know exactly where
Sorry,
it is. But
I messed
like,
up your
there may not be a building. There may not be a room on there that corresponds directly to this.
Let's see. Where is the mess?
I don't know that there is. One
No,
Any-
there is.
Okay.
I just
Any of these
I don't
rooms
remember
though,
where
like
it
you've
was.
got the power to lock him inside of, right? Like you can tell the navigator like, do not open for anybody except for me.
Well,
the galley is in the cattle deck, which is. Oh, okay. So
well. So the things we want to do is we had talked about. We want to pull everybody together to do an inspection to see who's still alive. We don't know how many people died down on the decks.
It's like a roll call.
We want to use Big Cat and Copper to go through and inspect and see if they can suss out the guy, or if the other angel's there, we know to grab him.
yeah. If we see Angel up there, then that's automatic.
Yeah, because we know that's not
Yeah.
Angel. As long as we keep Angel somewhere safe.
But I'll tell you, the other angel, what he showed
I don't want
me.
to be somewhere safe, boss. He's got his dagger out. He's like, I really want to stick this in something.
Blimey.
We could, we could work up a discuss. Excuse me, guys. It's me Boots here.
Oh, it's me. It's here. Oh. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Newly minted. Actually, have you been made an officer? Has there been any kind of like?
No, I was just passing through the kitchen here. It was a little peckish, so.
I mean, there's probably going to have to be some kind of like ceremony for welcome to the senior officer corps.
Well, look, it seems like there's more pressing things at hand.
No, I'm just
At the
saying at some point.
moment,
At some
but-
point.
Well, you're You're probably the most sea savvy person in the group, and now we have a boat. So
I've
that
done a
makes
bit of
sense.
sailing. Yeah.
A bit.
I've been on boats before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
sure.
guys
I know what a boat is.
Oh,
Your first mate.
All right,
There you go. All right. You're senior officer.
Captain,
Congratulations.
sir.
Well, he's the captain of the ship. He's piloting it. So.
I'll figure it out.
I'm the
But
captain.
anyway, so you're saying like some kind of disguise for Angel.
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to disguise him?
I don't. I've got this coat. We could tie some blocks to his feet, make him taller.
We could just have copper right his shoulders and then put a big trench coat over him.
it's like 2.
This is a great idea. I used to do that all the time when I was a youngster.
Oh my god. They let you open a bank account or anything? Anyway. So
So the galley on here does not match that.
No, I know. This is
Okay.
that map is not the official map. It's a not to scale. I reserve the right to create new rooms where there aren't any.
the thing is by
okay.
Angel's own like what he said is that like if this guy sees that he's still alive, like
Yeah.
he's gonna know the jig's up, right?
Yeah.
So Angel wanting to stick his knife in somebody doesn't
Well,
help
Angel
anybody
also
right
just
now.
lost to him.
Yes.
So he needs to.
Well, if we find him, then he can maybe
Needs to
duke
take
it
it.
out.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well,
take
if we
him
can
out.
tie him up, we
Yeah.
can let him get some information out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but I think I like the idea of doing like the roll call thing because like I think we also talked about using that as like the status of the chain
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
tell like everybody else.
Yeah, it's
and
like when you
having-
call the army out for inspection.
I mean, we just went through that whole thing
Well,
in
nobody-
Black Bottom. We don't know, like,
Yeah. Nobody. The rest of the chain wouldn't know that Sweet's dead. They wouldn't know
that's
that.
true too.
Right. Oh, right. The thing I was going to tell you that Judge relates to you is that whenever the other angel brought me below decks in the Rosa Cielo, what he showed me was Zarok the dwarf, whatever this is, stuffed him, like crunched his body and stuffed him inside of a crate, which is why I'm a little.
So he's
Angel's like, holy shit.
So he's strong. He could like.
It's something pretty.
Okay.
It's not like a normal human, I don't think.
Okay.
No offense to humans, I guess. I just looked around and I was like,
you're only insulting like 2 people, if any.
yeah. One of them's a commander now. You know how they get.
Well, do we want to see if we can find that angel first before we do that?
Where do you want me, boss?
You need to rest.
Man, are you sending me to my quarters?
You're gonna get some time with them later.
Oh, you're gonna get him alive?
That's the
Yeah.
plan.
I like that. All right.
I'm gonna send him to. Well, no, he died in my quarters. So the other
Wait,
thing we
no,
want-
your quarters is a good idea.
Yeah.
No, because if he comes looking, he's not gonna. The last place he's gonna look.
Well, that's where he found his dead body,
Yeah.
or that's where he left his dead body. So,
How are you going to get there without anyone noticing you?
well, we're
Are you right by it? Like, are there other people like milling around outside of the officers?
Not
and
at this
us?
deck. From you guys are on the captain's deck, so there's
Yeah.
nobody around here.
Oh, the captain's deck has a mess as well.
Well, I think that's my idea. Yeah, is that there's an officer's mess up here.
Nice.
So at some point, I will correct the map to make it more like what I imagine.
Okay.
But it's almost like the Star Trek deck plans, right, where the ship is huge. There's all sorts of nonsense on it. He's like, all right, well, just tell me what to do.
all right. We'll send him there. We're gonna use the. We're gonna have Phil set up the door
Yeah.
that basically only one of us
Okay.
can open it. So he's just gonna hang out there.
Actually, can he get the navigator right now to tell us where Angel is and see if it comes up with 2 angel blips?
I will attempt this.
Thanks, Slim.
Captain.
So
Commander.
how? Yeah. so Slim is going to try and commune. Slim is the pilot. The pilot's ability is that he has a telepathic link to the navigator, which is sort of the brains of the Somnium Tenebris. And what are you going to ask? What are you going to ask the navigator?
I'll ask it to locate the creature known as Angel.
It doesn't know who Angel is.
Yeah.
It was like it starts going down like the roster of the Somnium Tenebris and starts listing Illithid. And it's like there's no.
Okay. What about
Anybody who left my room. Like people who have entered and left my room.
Oh yeah, is there like a history log, like an activity log?
No, it doesn't.
Nah.
It doesn't. It's not
It doesn't
literally a ship.
record.
It's not literally the Star Trek ship computer. It's just
Right.
like a way to plot a course.
So can it tell me what where creatures are. Like if I want to say, is there a creature in this room? Can it tell me that?
It can detect like life signs and stuff like that. That's
Okay.
the best it can do.
Oh, okay. So all right. So it's not that specific.
It can tell you how many people are on each deck at any given time,
Mhm.
but it can't get more specific than that.
No PII,
No PII?
personally identifiable information.
No, I don't know what that is. No.
All right.
No.
The ship doesn't keep those records.
Okay.
Ask if there's any life signs in my room.
Okay. Are there any life signs in the commander's room?
No.
Okay, then let's have Angel go in there, and the door can only be opened by one of us 5. Or Phil can relay to let Angel out.
Is this an order?
This is an order.
All right. Angel will obey.
Was that Angel's expression?
He just really doesn't want to be signed. He doesn't want to be benched. But it's sort of his idea, saying like, listen, don't let that thing know that I'm alive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the jig will be up.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we escort him there?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
who's
to
gonna
the
esc-
room.
All right, who's going to escort him there?
So I think all of
I
us,
guess it's my
right?
room, so I guess I'll go
Okay.
do it real quick. Shouldn't take long.
Should we
Right?
all go?
So yeah. Okay.
Well, if the plan is the next
Tell,
thing we're
tell
going
the
to do is
navigator that only the commander or I can have access to this room.
Okay. This room being which room?
The one that we just put Angel in.
Okay. So you guys all going to march down to King's quarters with Angel?
It's still on the captain's deck, right?
I don't know where the officer. I think the officer quarters are on the command deck. I think only the captain stays on the captain deck. Everybody else stays on the
There are
There are tons
rooms
of
there.
rooms.
There's let's see, a D captain's deck. There's a captain's quarters. There's a captain's personal. I have a personal slave. Where's my personal slave?
A gift was the personal slave before.
Right. There's elite guard rooms.
I have a personal slave.
Uh,
Where is my personal slave?
You could make that mind flayer in the brig your personal slave.
There you go.
the mind
You have a
flayer in the
camera.
brig is food for the ship.
But I guess I was suggesting that we basically all accompany him just after having seen what happened to Xerox, that dwarf. Like, definitely very suspicious of everything right now. So if it turns out that this angel is still not the real angel, which is unlikely but possible, I just don't think anybody should be like left alone.
Has Angel
Okay.
gotten any memory back? I know he was like kind of groggy when he got up, but does he remember anything else about the fight?
Like
or-
his first reaction was, I need to drink and lie down, and he hasn't got to do that.
Yeah.
But he
got to drink.
remembers he had something important to tell you. He doesn't remember what it was.
So is it safe to assume that King's quarters are on the command deck? That's
Yeah.
one
Sure.
floor down.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to check with the navigator and see if there are any living beings on the command deck. Which
I mean, if there might be like a couple junior officers on there.
Mhm.
I mean, he wouldn't. The navigator doesn't know that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it'll say there are life signs on the command deck. There are 3 of them.
Well, I can go down there earlier ahead of everybody else and tell them to clear out.
Or you can tell him to gather everybody up.
Oh,
Because we need to do
that's
that
true
too.
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
So Judge is gonna go down and say, "Hey, everybody on the main deck.
Mhm.
Everybody report to the main
Like, hey,
deck."
round up everybody. We're gonna do. We need to chat.
And you guys are gonna go down, and you guys are gonna take the elevator down to the command deck to go. After you've done that,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna escort Angel down to King's quarters.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And now.
I'm waiting. I'm anticipating Phil saying something.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, is there a way for obviously we wouldn't know what an intercom is, but is there a way for the ship to speak? No, there's nothing like that.
Well, I mean, this is a ship for a bunch of mind reading telepathic creatures, so they didn't really have a need for any kind of built-in system. They could just go.
Where's the ion stone?
In my pocket.
Give it to me.
Why?
Because I'm gonna use it.
You gave it to me though.
I didn't give it to you. I let you look at it.
I thought I put it on.
Man, just give it to me. All right, I throw it in the air. It flies around.
Do you have it written on your heritage sheet?
Sure. We don't need to be surprised right now. Here's my pencil.
You think we, as
Actually, do
the characters in the game, might know what this creature is like?
Yeah.
Or I guess we're just assuming it's a.
Is there a role for
I mean,
where
you guys already didn't the Chronicle. Didn't King look something up in the Chronicle
It wasn't. Okay.
about the faceless guard? Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about the faceless guard,
Yeah.
so
Do
we
we know
know
what,
about that, but we don't.
You know,
There's
like,
nothing really about what it is because people don't know what the faceless guard is.
I was gonna say if we know what type of creature it is.
Oh, so you're like,
I might be able to track it.
what like
You know, undead, fey, or you know,
like what do you know about it that you might use to
Yeah.
like look up? Like what do you know that it does that you could use as kind of a lookup? You know?
Yeah, like I don't quite remember what like a faceless guard is, other than like I thought
Nobody
it was like
knows.
an organization.
Nobody
Okay.
knows what the faceless guard are.
I was
Oh,
gonna see if I can.
That's but I'm saying like if you had a list of things that it could do,
Mhm.
well, it did this and it did that and it did the other thing. What monsters qualify to do all those things? Then you could give it a shot.
All we know is it.
Because I can track certain types of creatures, or at least know he's in the area. So I was like thinking, if I knew what the type of creature it was, I can see if it's.
Or if we think it's a doppelganger.
Yeah, I don't know what a doppelganger is though. Like, is it type? What type of? As we as you know,
It's probably like a
Yeah.
monstrosity
Characters
or
or
something like that.
Yeah, it's an aberration, I think.
Aberration.
So this is the elevator down. Go ahead and put your guys in the elevator.
Well, I'm going down first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do we assume that I've
So,
already done that?
you are
She was going down first to have
Clear
the
them out.
junior officers that are down there
right.
gather up the troops.
Sure, and then you do that. That happens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So then.
So then we get an elevator.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if there was any
Well,
RP aspect of the guards. Like,
Well, I mean, I assume you could just go and tell them. It's just,
Wait. We can't all fit. I'm
Can
like,
you
gotta
just
ride-
ride Big Cat?
oh, I can ride on Big Guy. You're right.
We can totally.
No, I'm. That's right. No, you're right. I'm mounted.
they
I
can
jump
probably
on top.
carry you and Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here. I'll use this one.
There we go.
There we go. We got minis for this.
Excuse me. Let me just. Let me just.
Slide it there.
Let me just slide it.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, you can see otherwise if you don't think it works. but-
Aren't all the other elevators like 20 feet? This one's a baby elevator.
well, this is huge. This is a huge.
Well,
this is a massive elevator.
We've got.
Yeah.
This elevator is 15 feet across and 10 feet deep.
We've got.
It's big as
I've
my
seen
apartment.
This is like 3 times bigger than any elevator you've been in.
I'm moving this.
So people can see it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ride the elevator down, and the door's open so the big cat can get out.
It's like it just
Excuse me.
spills out.
Yeah, because you guys are
Excuse me. Let me just.
and then Angel turns to Judge and says, "Hail Ajax."
You
Next initiative.
motherfucker.
Oh, you son.
I knew it! Knew it! God
Son
damn
of
it! Why didn't my intimidate do anything?
So that this can. No,
I had the ion stone on. That doesn't do anything.
It does exactly what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
Gave
We're
you
not
initiative.
surprised.
Well, I mean, I yeah,
You're not surprised.
correct.
Oh, I have.
Ooh, 19.
Shoot, I probably should look this up.
Oh my god.
It still looks like Angel, though. By the way, it
I rolled
doesn't.
a nat one.
Maybe
You were very
maybe Angel is just an agent of Ajax.
Maybe he always has been.
But he has 1 HP, so he's not gonna last very long.
I don't think that's true.
I revived him. He
Yeah.
revives with 1 HP.
Well, he's not a halfling, I don't think.
What is that? What does that mean?
I mean, I think he probably has more than 1 HP, because if he was any kind of intelligent creature that wanted to pick a fight with 5 or 6 other people plus a displacer beast, he probably has more than 1 HP.
He's just saying when you use that spell on
I
someone,
know how
they come
the
back with
spell
1
works.
HP.
I'm just saying, like, in this specific instance, I think that particular creature has more than 1 HP.
What was one way to find out?
Yeah.
Fucking choke him again. This time for real.
Stand by. I gotta see if there's any. Okay, so. Boots, what's your initiative?
12.
Slim,
22.
King,
20.
Judge.
3.
Yeah. Copper.
22.
Who else? What was King's?
20.
King's and Slim. Were you also 22?
I was 22. Yes.
What's your dexterity?
Copper's
Yeah,
is
I
high.
assume I'm high. I'm
yeah,
20.
yeah, you're higher.
There we go. All right. And so, if I understand how surprise works correctly, then you guys just don't get to act.
But he didn't surprise me.
Those of you who are surprised
Okay.
just don't get to act. I just played this by ear last time, and people in chat went fucking insane.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
That I wasn't using the real rules for surprise, and suddenly I was the worst dungeon master ever. And I was like, holy crap!
They finally realized it.
Suddenly.
They realized what you guys have known forever.
So it looks like it's a comparison, dexterity.
I think it's just you guys don't get to act. That's all.
What I should have done is I should have
the
choked
rules
them
are more
and
just
asked them for the
guidelines.
code word.
I mean, that's true, but
It's like the pirate's code.
Yeah.
Code word?
Yeah,
sup-
I didn't have a chance to explain everything
If
that
you're
happened to you
surprised, you
guys.
can't move or take action
Yeah.
on the first turn.
it's functionally identical, I think, to what, except you guys get actions and everything. So Copper is surprised. Slim is surprised. King is not surprised
What? Oh, right, the ion.
because the ion stone. You notice out of the corner of your eye, Angel doing what you normally would never have noticed. You notice Angel doing something squirrely.
Squirrely.
Like he's turning to Judge, and if not for your heightened alertness, Angel would be about to attack Judge. Maybe kill Judge.
Well, let's see about this. I cast Hold Person on him.
Okay.
DC 15.
What
Wisdom save.
what does whole person say it works on?
Let me look at it on my
Humanoid.
actual app.
You can see within range,
Right. Yeah.
which he currently is.
Currently.
Humanoid is a category of creature.
Yep.
Which includes stuff like orcs and humans and elves. And
Is that what a
dwarves
halfling is?
And yes, yes. So it doesn't work on him.
But he's in a halfling form right now.
Okay. Well, is that my turn then?
Yep.
All right.
What did you say your initiative was, Boots?
12.
12. Oops, sorry.
It's a good thing is that it
Huh?
went away
2.
quickly enough that I couldn't read it.
Yeah.
It's also good that it's practically illegible.
So yeah, let's take a look at.
Oh. Well, I guess that doesn't work. I can't use.
You just had a little impromptu.
I can't use this, can I?
Um,
Because they're surprised.
Correct. They don't get to. Well, no, you could do that if you want to. Yeah.
Hit him, Judge.
What is the
I'm
thing
using
that
my
you're doing?
commander ability. As a bonus action, choose a senior officer in the chain. They may either move their speed or gain a free melee attack.
Word. All right.
Smash him.
Let's fucking whack this asshole.
Yeah, but you're not in. Are you
I'm
in?
right
range?
next to him.
Oh, okay.
He turned around and
yeah,
looked at
he's
me.
The little squirt.
Yeah, 1 second.
I thought that
got
was-
stuff covered
I
up.
thought that was copper for some reason.
All right, that's a 23 to hit.
You hit.
Yes. Yes. 2d6. So I do 10 damage.
Reroll your 1, right? No,
Oh.
it counts as a 2. That's how
It counts as a
everything
2. So 2. Thanks. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6
The one
plus 5
problem
is
with these monster
11.
cards is that I cannot write on them, and I can write on my cards. All right. So, how much damage?
11 damage, but
Okay.
because it's a melee attack, does that mean because... Oh, no, it's an action. I get 2 attacks. I only get
Put
the
that
single
on.
attack
You
in this
can write on
situation, it
that.
sounds like.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I
didn't
don't
say
know
you
if
get
you
an
did
action.
No.
Did we talk about that?
11 damage.
Yes.
So you guys are all. So there's the whole scene is you guys are all riding down in this elevator with the illithid music playing, and the camera is on all of you guys as you're all facing the thing, and then the doors open, Big Cat gets out, and Angel turns his back to the camera and looks at Judge, and with doesn't have a weapon in this. He's got a dagger, but doesn't appear to be using it. Says, "Hail Ajax," and then Commander King says, "Judge!" And Judge instinctively, because Judge doesn't get an action right now, but this is a bonus action as a result of King's command, instinctively swings his giant two-handed sword in this tiny little fucking elevator, and clips this thing's shoulder. You hit.
And then...
And then it gets to take its action. So I need everybody in here except Copper to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom.
Not a wise individual.
This is a psychic ability.
Is this a psychic ability? Is it a psychic ability? Is it a psychic ability?
Or is it magic?
I'm trying to think.
I'm thinking about the magic.
No. You definitely have magic resistance. I think it's just innate magic. I don't think it's a psychic ability. I don't think this thing's psionic.
Okay.
It's not like a mind flare.
So that means I get advantage, right?
Yeah, it's just regular magic.
Well, you tried.
What did you say, wisdom?
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
14.
He
So
said
you're
he
not there.
didn't.
That's right,
not
you're
there
on
yet.
the elevator. Judge?
11.
19.
19. So, for a moment, this figure transforms into this star-shaped, headless alien being with multiple twisting limbs, and they go and goes back to being Angel. And in that moment, those of you who would you roll 11? And you two were both feared. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, you're already facing that.
And so, while frightened, you must take the dash action, move away via the safest route for each of your turns, unless there's nowhere to run. If you end your turn in a location where you don't have line of sight to whatever Angel is, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
I swear I've got something that's like I can't.
So we're just sort of stuck in the elevator then.
And now it's...
Do I have a thing that means I can't be frightened? Fuck. I don't know why, but I keep remember. I thought I read somewhere that like. I'll look it up. You guys can fuck.
Okay,
Not-
well, it's
not
your
that I
turn.
know of.
Oh.
Well, no, this is a surprise round, so it's copper.
Oh,
So
that's
that's over, yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Judge was surprised. Judge does not get to act. So now it's Copper. You hear some crazy shit going on in the elevator.
Get him.
You hear Slim and Judge freaking out. Which, considering Slim and Judge, that's whatever makes them freak out must be pretty fucking remarkable.
Okay, I'm gonna dismount. That's half my movement. I'm gonna go back and transform
Into two creatures.
into 2 creatures. I guess I can see him in there. You know what? Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. I'll shoot him.
Okay.
Shoot him with my bow.
Need to figure out how you and I can switch spots. Schmuck. Oh, actually, maybe.
Judge, when you attack this thing, you notice that it's the cut that you cause in Angel's shoulder. It doesn't bleed red. It bleeds this black substance that when it hits the ground, it starts dissolving through the floor.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa. Fucking up my ship.
16? Does that hit?
A 16 does hit.
Okay.
16 is what you need. I see a 16.
9. 18 hits. So 9 plus 10
19.
is 19.
19.
And then I will.
So every time one of these arrows hits, this black, it's not viscous, it's very water-like, seeps out of the wound, and when it hits the floor of the Sun Tenebris, it goes and it creates this acrid smell, and it just eats away at the floor until eventually, like, you can see
We should just
little holes.
keep shooting them until he falls. No, don't let him fall down. I'm gonna do a keen eye also on him.
Okay.
Acid
Oh, that's
for
cool.
blood.
All right. I think the
10.
the DC is.
Sorry, 8 plus the see it challenge rating.
So I know what number you need to beat. What did you get? I don't judge
10.
it, so no.
Yeah.
You're like, whatever this thing is, it's
Yeah.
not a halfling.
What
It
is
looks
this
like a
thing?
halfling, but it doesn't move like one.
Okay, and I don't think Big Cat can really get in there, so I'll just.
You can't step forward.
Well, I'll get in the way of. Oh, he's feared. That's right. So it doesn't really matter.
Big
Oh.
cats.
Well, he was feared, so I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
him to attack. But if he can't attack, then I'll just squeeze on in here. Excuse me.
You could always use your movement
big-ass
to step
fucking
back as
brawl in
well.
the
I don't know
elevator.
how your cat's movement works, but
17 plus 6, I hit. And I do 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Got it. More liquid,
I don't know if we
blood
should-
pours onto the floor. Now it's getting somewhat hard to breathe in here because there's burning
Yeah.
mind flayer ship tissue.
God, you guys are fucking.
And you can
shit up.
see what looks like this lattice of thin bones that the flesh of the floor of the ship is built onto. That's now been
We need
revealed.
to get some surgeons in here.
That was Copper Big Cat Slim. Slim is afraid.
I know. I'm trying. Oh, here it is. All right, so Slim's gonna Misty step the fuck out of here.
Okay.
30 feet away.
So
to
we
a
can.
spot
So
that I
this
can see.
the elevator. This is not where.
You can't see it over there.
Correct. The elevator opens out into a corridor.
Phil, I'm gonna ruin your day a little bit. You're feared, bro.
You just can't
I
move closer.
can't- I
You can
can't
still
use
Just
it.
move
move.
away.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it moves me farther away from
That makes sense.
him than I currently am.
For fear.
Well, no. It says when frightened by the spell. When frightened by the spell, you must take the dash action.
Oh, okay.
It's a creature must take the dash action
Can't.
and move away from the caster by the safest route on each of your turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If you can get out of line of sight, then you can make another wisdom save. Otherwise, you just
So
you do this.
if you step
You
through
do the
Big
same
Cat-
thing the Gith did in the room before, where they just run to the wall and they're like, ah.
Right, but I mean, I would have to step closer to him in order to do that.
That's why he
So-
cast.
so I
His
guess-
goal is to keep you in the corner.
All right, so I guess my guy just stands there
Ah!
shitting his pants.
Wait, why can't you get out?
Because he has to use his dash action to get away, be the safest route. And moving that way would be getting him closer to his enemy. That's the opposite of fear. Fear isn't run at your enemy, it's run away. And he is maximally far away right now.
All right. I can't do anything then.
That's the idea. That's what fear is for, I think. That was Slim, it's King.
Since we move in succession, can we do a shift? I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity, but that'll allow you to get closer.
If we hurt this thing much more and it falls through the floor, it's gonna get away and we're not gonna be able to.
Is that when we should probably get the fuck out of this elevator?
Yeah.
I also don't want to fall through the floor.
Then I guess I'll move through Big Cat
Do
to
a
here, and then I guess he's gonna get an attack
Well-
opportunity when I move through, right?
do a disengage, so and you won't be able to
You
attack.
do it as my action.
Yeah, but
I guess I might as well
you
do
get
that.
out of the way, but he won't opportunity
Sure.
attack it.
I'll do that, and that would be my turn. It's disengage as an action.
Boots.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna disengage and.
I wonder if we should try to pull them. We probably should have done that.
Can you just leave the afraid guys in there to get killed?
Oh yeah.
Big Cat's still there with you.
Can I just grab Slim and fireman carry him out of the elevator?
Sure.
Try to shake him out of it.
All right.
Yeah, I want to see why
Get
not.
me out of line of sight.
Take
What's your
I
strength?
can make a
What's your
save.
character strength?
My strength?
Yeah. What's your character? What's Boots' strength?
10.
10?
How much do you think a Gith Yankee weighs?
Make an athletics check.
9.
9?
Plus-
All right, so the best you can do is spend your movement like a and getting him awkwardly up on your shoulder. But that's gonna be the end of your turn. Because you're not strong enough to just effortlessly lift a 6.5 foot tall Gith Yankee in full armor and throw him over your shoulder.
Yeah,
So you can get.
puts him at about 300 pounds.
So I mean, it's up to you. You would know. You know how strong you are, and you know how big he is and how heavy he is. You've never tried to lift him before, but you're an educated man. You can make a guess. So if you don't want to try that, you don't have to. But if you do want to try it, the best you're going to be able to do is get him over your shoulder. Then you're done.
I mean, on the next turn, you could. Whatever.
Like you didn't know I was going to make you do an athletics check and what the result would be. So I don't want to penalize you who would know. Wait, I am not Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he is a big dude. So I don't know if I would actually do this. But
That's true. Well, I was thinking since
Yeah, but
it's
you
like-
remember that match years and years ago when Hulk Hogan body lifted up Andre the Giant to body slam him?
Yeah, and like messed up his back pretty bad. I think.
But it was epic.
It was pretty epic.
Just don't body slam me.
So like, next turn, would I be able to?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So I will do that. We're still in the thing. I've hoisted you. I was like, snap out of it, man! And then it's just like I'm making all kinds of noises. Like, this is way more than I anticipated.
I need everybody in the elevator to make a dexterity check.
Is it possible that Slim knows what this thing is, given that he's from the astral plane?
This is not something native to the astral plane.
Oh, okay.
This is something these guys brought with them.
Gotcha. Would you say dexterity?
Yep.
Is it against magic?
Yes, 100%.
Dexterity?
13.
17.
18.
I rolled a nat 20, so for a total of 22.
I rolled a bunch of ones. 1, 1, 1.
That's good.
2, 2. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 18. 18. What did you get?
18.
You're not in there. What
Whoa,
did Big Cat get?
13.
So Big Cat takes 18 points of damage. I think everybody else saved. What did you roll?
22.
What did you roll?
I'm not
You're
in
not in there. Slim is. What'd you roll? Yeah, you got like a 20.
17.
Yeah. So you guys all take 9 points of damage from a fireball. This thing just drops in there.
Jeez.
Damn.
Fireball.
How's your ferocity work, Tom? Is it based on dice?
Oh yeah.
or-
How many? Sorry. How many did you roll? You're right. I forgot. Thanks, Lars.
Get that
That
shit.
was
one,
8
two,
dice.
three.
8
Fuck 'em
dice.
up.
So I have 8 dice.
Yep. Judge, it's your.
Well, can I, I'm gonna, 1 second. So I think I get to use my Hellish Rebuke in that case because it doesn't say it has to be a melee attack or a melee damage. It just says the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames if it hits. You have to make a dexterity saving throw. And this is going to be, I believe this is the second level thing because of
Yeah,
my
It's the second level
tiefling
one.
thingy.
That's cool. You can do that even if you're feared. If you're afeared.
I think so. It says it's reaction. Fear only means
Yeah,
that you
fear
take.
doesn't say you can't take reactions.
Yeah, it just means you get disadvantage on checks and attacks while your target that feared you is in line of sight. So I can actually attack that guy. Except on my turn, I have to take the dash action, or else I would. But actually, I was going to either use it now, or I was going to use it because I know I'm going to get an attack of opportunity whenever I run past it.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. You have to drop whatever you're holding with, right?
I don't see that on the thing. It's on the, you have to
It's
drop.
on the fear spell.
Fear. Each creature who fails their save drops whatever it's holding and becomes frightened for the duration.
You were holding your sword.
But you can. It doesn't say anything about not being able to take reactions.
Yeah, this is a spell anyway, so I don't need my sword for it. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to cast this, and then my spell save DC for the dexterity check that they're going to have to make is going to be 16, I believe. Let me just double check that real quick. Somewhere around here. Yeah, it's 16.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Wait, that's not my damage. 2d10. It's actually going to be 3d10, I believe. 16. 1 is 17 damage.
That's a lot.
Judge is scared and pissed.
So on this thing's turn, you notice its wounds start to close. So that was your Hellish Rebuke to it casting Fireball.
Yes. And fire damage. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
Good.
It is resistant to fire.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Actually, I'm resistant to fire too. Is a fireball?
Yeah.
So I should take 4 damage.
Okay. And then it's your turn.
All right, so I have to take the dash action to get away. Since I'm already like as in a bad position as I could be, does that mean I can still dash away from him?
No, because that would be running to him.
You can
Just go
move
right here.
that way.
You could move like that way, I guess. Like you could move to here.
But that still would get that would
doesn't
not
really-
get an attack of opportunity because I'm still within range of him.
Yeah, you wouldn't get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
He would not get an attack of opportunity.
Well, if I stay where I was previously,
Yeah.
am I in a position where I get advantage because of Big Cat?
Nope. Advantage, you have to be on opposite sides. Not what you guys are is like this.
Well, I mean, because Big Cat takes up 2 squares, right?
Correct, yeah. But
Oh,
Big
you're
Cat
right, I'd have to
Big
be,
Cat
like,
would have to be here.
You're fucked.
I'm trying to wiggle my way out of it.
There is no wiggling.
That was slim, by the way.
Yeah,
In
it's
case you
totally
weren't sure.
slim.
That was slim. That was not Bill.
Yeah, I am gonna move one over to the right into that empty slot then, and then I'm gonna attack him. Actually,
You gonna attack him? Can you attack him?
I think so because I can't dash, right?
Well, then you can't do anything. This was my understanding.
Well, it says, well, it's the fear makes you frightened, and it that doesn't actually say
It just says disadvantage.
what frightened is in fear. You have to look under the list of. Fear, the spell is frightened. The condition plus you have to take the dash action to get away. And so frightened, the condition is you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. So yeah, you can still overcome your fear and attack this thing. You've just got a
Disadvantage.
you're just at a disadvantage.
You can attack things you're afraid of. That's how like spider combat works.
Spider combat.
Combat.
That's where all my experience comes from. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my bonus action to put a seal on it. And then
That's cool.
I'm gonna use
I can hear the other side. I can hear like a conversation happening in the other room.
our neighbors.
I can hear like our neighbors on TV or
Are
something.
the
Anyway,
monsters
go ahead.
within? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to put one seal on him, and then I'm gonna use magic missile because that will not miss.
That's true. It won't.
And for magic missile, it's a first level, so I do 1d4 plus 1 for 3 of them. Sorry, let me get myself organized real quick. Three plus 4 is. Wait, that's a 4. That's a 5. 9. 9 plus 5 is 14.
14 damage.
Yes.
Okay, as a react on your turn, it takes an action.
Like a reaction?
No, it's a thing it can do. It's an action it can take on someone else's turn.
Okay.
And
What's it do?
it turns into a cloud of gaseous vapor and goes.
No! Get away! Get him!
Balls.
Can you? Oh, well, we already proved the ship can't track it.
Let's.
Well, let's fucking get in
Go
the elevator
down.
and go after it.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
What condition? Never mind.
You can't see it anymore, so you can say it, but we're out of combat, so.
No, that's not what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, the fear,
Yeah.
fear wears off because you guys. It actually instantly wears off because you're no longer within line of sight of the creature trying to terrify you.
I wasn't that scared.
God damn it.
You look.
Okay. Well, I was
let's-
fucking right. Just so everybody's aware.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, welcome to being a senior officer. Stuff like this happens all the time.
We never see it coming. That's the problem.
All right, so let's take the elevator down. That went down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the elevator.
Gaseous
Well,
forms.
yeah, I mean, you guys are. You got the doors are already open. The elevator doors had already opened. Are you guys gonna get back in the elevator and take it farther down?
Well, it went down, right?
It did, but you don't know where.
Well, what else are we gonna do? We gotta chase it.
Okay. How far down are you gonna take the elevator?
How far does it go?
You got several decks.
We're on the
Yeah,
command
you guys
deck.
were just on the.
Well, I guess we take it down each floor and look for blood outside the fucking door, and
Well, its wound's closed.
oh,
Maybe we should stick with the plan. Muster everybody on the top decks.
But it knows our plan.
So Big Cat didn't react at all to Angel.
Not this time.
Oh yeah.
This is why we don't tell Matt our plans.
Let me think. Is the ship able, I know that it can't tell you what or who it is, but is it able to track the movement of a life force?
Yeah, it's able to talk. It's able to describe where, like, how many creatures are on each floor.
Mm-hmm.
Does it? But it doesn't know what. So we can't tell it to track non-humanoid life forms.
No, it doesn't know. It's not. It's not, like I said, it's not actually a Star Trek computer.
Mm-hmm.
But it can read mind signals. It knows how many mind signals there are on any given deck.
So can it tell us, for instance, like, okay, obviously a new living creature with mind signals just entered a particular deck or something like that? Will it be able to relay that information to us?
What you can do is you can ask it, like, how many people are on each deck, and it'll tell you. And then you can just say, like,
Alert me
a
when.
live give me a live update, and the Navigator will just say, all right, now there are 27 life forms on the command deck. There are 28 life forms, and that's how you know, oh, hey, somebody just arrived.
Right.
Slim, can we turn on notifications?
Yes.
Let me see the map.
But so you fought it now. You can track creatures, right? How does that work?
I mean, I suppose it could be a survival
Like survival?
check.
I thought
But how do you-
was it like a ranger thing where you just have to know the type?
I can also do that. It's just lets me know I can pick a type of creature and it'll know if it's in a mile radius.
Oh, but not like specifically?
Yeah, so it doesn't really help.
It's like, oh, you found it in scat. So,
But I can maybe some sort of
Follow the broken sticks.
So the Navigator
yeah.
is updating you regarding how many creatures there are on each deck, and there's like 27 creatures on the cattle deck, and then it says now there are 28, and you guys hear through the floor, through the hole in the floor, you hear a scream.
Oh shit.
Go.
So let's
go.
Cattle deck.
You guys take the elevator down to the
down.
Yeah.
if Judge was really evil, that's what he'd do.
So
Chaos.
yeah, chaotic evil.
Yeah.
And just press all the buttons and just be like, so,
It's awful.
you guys you pack yourselves into the elevator and ride it down to the cattle deck. And when the deck opens, there's another corridor, and you see a bunch of people standing around, and you smell this horrible, awful smell of burned flesh. There's a lot of soldiers standing around, whom you all recognize, and they're all there's like a knot of them in front of you, and there are a lot of them facing away from you.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna. I would assume that we're gonna run up and be like, what are you guys looking at? Or like, you know, have you seen an angel come this way?
They part, and you can see like there was a circle of them surrounding something, and Ox and Roach and Butts and all the junior officers are all standing around, and there was a charred body, like smoking charred body, humanoid on the floor.
So I'm gonna say, who was that?
They all look around and they're like, and Two Shoes is like, we need a head count.
Who was the charred body on the floor?
Don't know.
They don't know?
No, they just
Did
heard
you
a
just
scream.
get here?
They just heard a scream and went, what the fuck is this?
Do I notice anything on the floor, like any
Weren't they
of
supposed
the?
to be getting
We need to
everybody-
gather everybody else up.
Yeah,
Because if
weren't
it doesn't come, we can use the notifications to know where the fucking thing is.
Yeah.
Are there any acid marks along the floor from like its blood dripping?
You don't notice any, Judge.
Does anybody who's very perceptive?
I'll use my.
You had a mark on him.
There's all sorts of like.
I should have marked him.
You did mark him.
No, I didn't. I failed.
Did you fail?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Weren't the junior officers supposed to be gathering everybody up onto the main deck?
That's what they were doing down here. They were grabbing everybody.
Ah, okay. Well, they need to keep doing that.
Let me see if I can see.
I mean, do you want them to leave?
No.
No.
I don't want them to leave. As I think one of them is it. What was the last update that you got from the Navigator? That there was a new person on this
On this
cattle
deck,
deck, but it hasn't decreased yet.
Well, it must have.
would've
yeah, it'll go
balanced
as soon
out.
as there's a as soon as there's a
But it
dead
hasn't
body.
gone down by one more.
It went up by 1 and then it went down by 1.
But it hasn't gone down. And then
Well, and actually, it's gonna like at the if you're gonna let like, do you want them to go report to the main deck, or do you want them to stay here? Because otherwise, that number's gonna change a lot as they start feeding out.
Mm-hmm.
because is the cattle deck like the main floor that
I see,
everybody's kind of
I see.
on if they're not above decks?
So like the A deck, which is the huge one, is the cattle deck,
Oh,
and
okay.
this is like the closest you guys have to amphitheater. So it's a room on the cattle deck, which they also call the.
Oh, so it doesn't have like a top, like outside
No.
thing.
No,
How do they work with the sails and stuff?
there are gangplanks and stuff but there's not a huge like there are walkways that go all the way around the outside, but they're only usually about 5 feet wide, and there's a lot of rigging on the outside you can climb, but there's not a huge flat deck. It's not like a submarine or
Gotcha.
it's like the outside of it. Yeah. What?
It's like so crazy. That's not gonna work.
It might work. You never know. So King, what is your order? Do you want these guys
So they said 28 people here.
yeah,
27
Don does
now.
27 because one of them's dead.
What other decks have people on them?
Let me see.
We can use the
Just-
Navigator.
Just the cattle deck and the battle deck now.
Just the cattle deck and the battle deck.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think I have my own map over here.
So I think we bring. How many people are on the battle deck?
How many people I said? It was 27.
27.
So there's like 15, I think.
Okay. And can we use the Navigator? Can't.
No, it's less
Do-
than 15. Hang on a minute. There's 6. There's 6 on the battle deck.
oh wow. So we've got 20
We've got a lot of
people. Wait, how many did you say? 27.
Yeah, you've got like 33 people. You had more, but then there was a battle for this ship,
Yeah.
including Nails casting fireballs and killing some of your own soldiers.
You said that Judge doesn't notice any like acid burns on the ground, but he said that in such a way that does that mean that somebody else would notice that information?
But you're not a trained tracker.
Do you notice anything on the ground, Copper?
Uh,
Any acid spots?
There's
or
lots of
anything?
crazy
Best
shit
Ranger?
on the
Yeah.
It's an alien ship. There's all sorts of weird goop on the ground.
I got probably the best eyes.
What do your goblin eyes see?
I assume that probably. Yeah. I'll maybe try perception or survival check to see if there's any
It's
acid
yeah,
burns.
it's a survival check. No, you're just looking for tracks, except in this case, the tracks are acid for blood.
I probably didn't find anything. 11.
No, there's still this on this deck. There's still this like milky substance that's flowing downhill. That is it's like really thin, filmy liquid, but it's covering up any kind of tracks.
Yeah.
Can you? Should we have the Navigator lock down the? I don't know. It's probably gonna cause already a panic if we just lock the doors down and nobody knows what's going on, and they've been told to go up on the top deck.
Two shoes.
When we said top deck, we assumed there was a top deck, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you would have told them to go to
This
like,
amphitheater
the
thing.
meeting room, the main room.
Right.
Well, we gotta take them there and do a head count.
Right. I mean, that means there's more people on the battle deck. So
Yeah, there's only 6 of them.
Two
so
shoes says, "Sir, what should we do?"
Who is she talking to?
You.
You should ask your commander.
Sir, what should we do?
I fucking stabbed Two Shoes.
Tom.
Because two Shoes, like, she knows the chain of command. Like, why would she ever,
Tom, Two Shoes, and I will go get the other 6 people, and you guys will get these people on the command deck. How about that?
I'm so incensed. What did you want me to do?
So you're
I
gonna
want you, Phil,
Uh-huh.
and Tom
Yeah.
who is Phil?
to go to the.
Who is Tom?
who is
Oh
this?
my god, I'm
Who
gonna
is
kill
you?
myself.
Who is this? Kid?
I want Judge, Slim, and the guy with the boots
I don't know his name. I don't know his name. The guy with the boots.
to take everybody here to the command deck, and then me and Tom, me and Copper, and Two Shoes are going to go get the other 6 people.
So you guys are gonna split up?
I mean, do you want to put all these people alone with the thing and have them all get fireballed without anybody to protect them? I mean, they're fighters,
I guess why
right?
are we splitting up?
Because we need to go get those other 6 people so we can do a head count. We're not going to send the junior officers off to do it.
You protect these
We
while
could lock
go.
them in a room and see if that number decrements.
Exactly.
If we just put the ship in lockdown.
We just start
I
quarantining.
mean, that's true. We're getting updates. All right, so let's take these 27 people into the amphitheater. Say we're going to be right back, and we're going to get the other 6 people.
And lock the door behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now your plan is what exactly?
We're taking everybody here, the
Yeah,
27
all these
people,
people
to the
here.
amphitheater.
Okay.
We're going to put 2 Shoes in charge right now. Do we want to tell 2 Shoes what's going on?
No.
It's your retainer.
No.
I tell 2 Shoes what's going on.
Sir, yes.
There is some sort of
You want us to help escort, she says, pointing to.
No, we're going to escort everybody to the
Yes.
amphitheater together.
Yes.
And then you're in charge while we're gone. There's some sort of shapeshifter. Don't know.
Shapeshifter.
There's something in the ship. There's a thing in the ship. Not to be confused with the thing from the movie The Thing.
I have a question. I have a question for Two Shoes.
Sir.
Two Shoes, where
Yes.
are you from? Remind me. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about it. The word's slipping from my mind. Where are you from?
Two Shoes tells you where she's from.
Okay.
Matt doesn't. It's not my retainer.
Okay.
It's not my retainer.
Their doppelganger. They're really fucking good.
He didn't read your history.
I know he did.
I remember. I read. No. That's not true.
You don't have to tell me that, Phil.
I read. I just don't remember. I data mined it to exploit weaknesses in the players, but I did not commit it to memory.
Well, I mean, Angel did the fake Angel did chain sign, so
Exactly.
they can
That's why I
they
was
can
like,
mimic.
oh, I was trying to think, like, okay, what are like some litmus tests we can do?
Well,
Do you think
remember
the
the-
big cat sniff test is
Well,
no
that's
longer
not a
working?
thing either.
Well, yeah.
Well, because
It might
Two
have.
Shoes will ask, how long has this thing been on the ship?
Most likely since we left Black Bottom.
Oh.
Two Shoes looks at Butts, and Butts is like, well, that means it had long enough to find out anything.
All right, so let's get him there and go get the 6 people. Since we're not going to split out.
Okay.
You notice that all of the people on this deck, it's like a traffic jam, right? There's a couple dozen people just in this one corridor. They've all come out looking to see what the hell's going on.
Get
They're all soldiers.
in.
Hey, what's this place called?
Which
Amphitheater? What do you
it's
call
just
it?
a meeting room. I don't know what the actual purpose of the room is.
Report to the meeting room for a head count.
So you hear the soldiers talking to each other about what did they say? Oh, I heard said something about doppelganger. And they're like, wait, what? What does that mean? Does that mean one of us could be? Wait, well, who was it that died? Who was it that died? Whose body was that? And no one can remember. They're all like, I think it was,
How long has it been
since what?
since that fried body?
I don't know, like seconds. Like
Minutes.
at this point now, a couple minutes.
Okay.
It's been
Was the fried
seconds since
body
we
like was it a human-sized fried
Yeah,
body?
it was a humanoid body. It was a humanoid body, somewhere between 5 and 6 feet tall. And so they start as they're kind of the soldiers are kind of they're still soldiers, but they're kind of starting to panic a little bit.
We fucked up because it's here, right?
Yeah.
It came down here. There hasn't been an update of it changing, so the other 6 people aren't it. So we
And-
don't actually need the other 6 people. We have what we need here.
One of these 26 might be.
One of these 27.
27 might be.
Yeah. So we need to figure out how we're going to figure that out
Yeah.
with these people.
Let's get them all in that room.
But there's 6 variables, so yeah, we're gonna.
I'll tell the navigator to lock down all the rooms on the other deck that the 6 people are on.
No problem. Yeah. Those 6 people are like they're like waiting. They're just sitting there waiting for the elevator, and they're like, "I thought they told us to go down to the command deck. What the hell? Like, isn't it after like 10 minutes we can all go home if the teacher doesn't show up?" They're like, but then, so they're just gonna sit there for a while, and then eventually they're gonna try the other doors and be like, "What the hell's going on? Why are we locked in?"
Okay.
It's fine.
So we know
But
that they're not.
We'll explain it to them later.
Okay.
Unless
hey,
there's multiple.
hey.
So
Right.
Do you think the mind player can help us? Why
No.
not?
I mean, they
He's got
No.
Just suck their brains.
No.
Slim
Sorry,
Slim
Slim.
hates mind players.
Do you think we can?
Uye, uye, inkte, iwe, ixne, on the Eindme airflight.
Maybe
I
we'll
mean,
do-
definitely like the Mind Flayer has a talent that none of you have.
You're getting debated right now.
I'm just
He
saying.
didn't even
like,
suggest it.
I didn't even. I
He
didn't
wants the
suggest
mind
it.
flayer out because he wants to Hannibal Lecter all of us.
I do.
All right. Take the fucking
I'm just saying.
things off and do your little hands. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just saying that the Mind Flayer has a talent that none of you have, which is the Mind Flayer has telepathy.
We'll telepathize with the others.
So the Mind Flayer can like actually see another creature's thoughts.
I'm sure that's a word.
You guys remember
Don't
that
Google
time
it,
when
but
I
I'm sure
said
it's a word.
that keeping the Mind Flayer around might be a good idea? I know this probably isn't the best time,
Where's
but
the
I just
mermaid?
wanted you to remember that.
I know this isn't the best time to say I told you so, but
was
I
a
told you
little
so.
We
bit-
haven't killed it.
Oh, yeah, the
It's
mermaid.
still alive.
It's
yeah,
in the
it's still
fucking
alive.
I didn't say you killed it. I said remember that time.
Where's the
That I
mermaid?
said
I'm
this guy
going
might
to
be
kill
all right.
it.
You're gonna go kill it now before they can talk to it?
Let's use it before we kill it.
I will kill it.
Does that
the
mean-
first chance I get?
So it is in the brig, which is a level not listed on that map. It's between
Navigator. No one
It's
except
between the
me may
brig-
open that cell.
I know where it is. actually.
What is this? That's
Uh,
not very train-like of you.
So I guess it would be like between B deck and
Your loyalty is about to be tested.
between the command deck. No, yeah, battle deck. So it's B point.
You'll thank me when you don't get your brain sucked out.
He doesn't want this brain. Probably doesn't taste very good.
You can't read that. It's
It's not
B
full.
point five. So it's
Happy
between B and C. So actually here I can draw it. Brig.
All right. Well, we
Actually, you guys didn't hear me say that. I just said it in my
You
brain.
say it. That's true. You don't have to tell them the commands you're issuing to the Navigator. You can just do it. So are you guys? So here's the thing: if you guys go talk to the Mind Flayer, that means you're leaving people down here.
can't leave them here because they're with the thing, and the thing's
Yeah.
gonna eviscerate them. Have you
Yes.
seen the movie The Thing?
As soon as we, yeah.
You hear one of the soldiers asks Two Shoes, "Sir, do we trust the alien?"
Who says that?
The alien?
Who says that to Two Shoes?
Make a perception check.
I fucking want to you now. What's my perception? What is perception?
It's wisdom.
And I got 17.
You got 17. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a half elf soldier that you recognize.
But how tall is he?
I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 6 feet tall.
It's that. Can I do he probably doesn't know. So can I do like the Hell's Lash thing?
I don't know what Hell's Lash does.
Hell's
so-
Lash is basically like that
Probably.
witch bolt thing, the fucking like.
Witch bolt! Sorry. I can't. It's like Tourette's. It's like Tourette's. I can't. Anyways.
We're gonna have a mutiny pretty quick if you start.
I love the fact
eviscerating
that
everybody.
all these soldiers are all suspecting each other, and this person asks what appears to be a perfectly reasonable question: do we trust this random alien that we haven't met before that just showed up? And Judge goes, "What?" Like
He was with us
can,
when we fought it. It's not him. We
just
just fought it upstairs.
but
It's
they
down
don't.
here.
These guys don't know that.
I'm
These guys
telling
just
them
know it's
that
like a
right
fucking
now.
7-foot tall
Yeah, you
boat.
might
I
want to
am-
address the troops.
I am as commander telling them that right now.
Well, I think what's happening
So
right
are
now
you
is
gonna
Judge
stop? Are you gonna
is
stop me
Hell's
before I
Lash.
get like
Yes, I'm
full
stopping.
like?
I see
Just
I
take
see
one.
the glowing whip show up in her hands, and I say, "Fucking stop it!"
There's a half elf
Oh my.
right by Two Shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a Two Shoes mini right now, but this will do. Like Two Shoes is behind you guys as you guys are all in this corridor. Obviously, this is not the right map, but Two Shoes is following you. Two Shoes is your junior. You recruited Two Shoes. Obviously, she'll follow anybody's orders. Except maybe this guy.
She
She's
follows
not
mine the
100%.
most.
Not 100% on the GIF. Although when she figures out that he's now a senior officer, she'll obey. But yeah, you hear this voice behind you in the crowd. There are all sorts of soldiers talking, and you hear one of them ask Two Shoes specifically, "Sir, do we or ma'am, do we trust alien? Are we?" And it's like, are we supposed to trust this alien now? And Two Shoes, as you turn around and fucking Hell's Lash this thing, Two Shoes is in the middle of going, "Man, I don't know." Two Shoes is in the middle saying like, I just work here.
Two Shoes is used to this shit with me though.
This is fucking crazy. I don't know that Two Shoes has ever seen a GIF before. So yeah, go ahead and cast Hell's Lash at the.
I actually should have read it. I don't even know how it works. It just seemed like the coolest thing to do.
No, I think you're right. I think it is basically like Witch Bolt.
Yeah, you produce a whip of electric red energy that lashes out at a creature within range, creating a conduit between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack against that creature. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. On each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d10 fire damage to the target automatically.
This is how I get you.
This is how you get me.
Pretty soon. This is how the Changeling gets you. It gets you to fight each other until eventually there's only one left. And then
Well,
the Changeling kills itself.
look, either I'm making our
That doesn't
job
make any sense.
easier by reducing the odds.
Yeah. So you're about to hear the Navigator.
So-
So there's now 25 people
Oh,
alive.
jeez.
I have not ever
Oh, did
made.
you did?
No.
I've never made a ranged spell
was
attack
20.
before.
It's just a ranged attack, like an arrow, like you're shooting an arrow, but instead of using
So
your
go to your
dexterity,
spell.
I use my charisma
yeah, instead of it's a
because I get a +5 on that. So
Yep.
+5 plus 3 for my
No, your spell-
proficiency.
yep, yes, yeah, you are proficient at spellcasting.
We were at 27.
It should be
people.
8
Well, then
Yeah.
26.
plus 8.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
when was it 27, 28, 27? I thought it was 26, 27, 26. It doesn't matter. It was N plus 1, N, and I was making the joke that when she's done, it's going to go to N minus 1.
Gotcha.
It was just a joke. I was just being funny. I
And
thought.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, you hit. So what does Hell's Lash do?
So I do a 1d10 damage. I basically connect. I there's like a thing between us now. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. Fire damage. Fuck. And on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d10 fire damage to the target automatically.
Cool. So you can, as long as you concentrate, I think then you can.
It
always,
is concentration.
Yeah.
And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use my. Can I use a bonus action right now too?
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
This is the problem.
Yep.
Like SoundCloud won't let you. Oh, like if you play my own playlist on my own account, when it gets to the end, it won't then start. It'll go play other.
I thought you can hit the repeat button.
We'll see. I tried that before and it didn't work, but
It is kind of
it's
weird.
possible.
Already, jeez.
Oh, fuck yeah. We should just do that on everything.
Stand by.
Sorry, tactical stream. All right, where's the button, Tom?
Yep.
Do you hold it?
Just push it.
You got it.
The battery icon should have a little lightning bolt.
There we go.
This will do.
Lightning bolt.
I need to edit this playlist. I need to edit this playlist, but I can't do it right this second. There are a couple songs that don't make any sense.
I was asking if I could use my bonus action as well. I don't know how this works. I don't know what if
Well,
I'm like in a surprise round.
it's basically like you're going to get an entire round of action.
Okay.
So what would you normally be able to do?
So I like an action and then a bonus action, whatever. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to also place a seal on it. So the next
Okay,
time
that's
I'm gonna
cool.
do max damage.
That's awesome.
I just got a really good text from my friend Trevor.
How much damage did you do?
I did 2.
You did
That's-
2 points of damage.
Well, do I add anything because it's like a range spell, or is it just like it just says roll a 1d10? So I do like 1 damage to him if it's the right guy.
I think Judge actually has the right idea. Like, I know it sounds silly, but if you
Just kill the rest of the
no,
chain.
no, not kill. But
Thanks, Copper.
but every time we hit him, he bled acid. So if we
Well, we'll see if this is the
Trick
guy.
people.
But
Yes!
then they'll
Fucking
bleed
genius!
acid.
Have you seen the thing?
What's that?
Copper's like, I've seen lots of things.
I've
What are you
seen,
talking about?
Oh, 1 second. I take off Sweet's hat and I rummage through it. This thing?
There's a lot of things.
What is that?
He kept all
Hey,
sorts
I
of
thought
stuff.
you were gonna get a horn.
Yeah, you gotta get a
I
hold.
need. Yeah.
So
I don't know if
let's
I can
see.
blow it. This thing's
About
gonna
how much time
be
has
so loud.
passed? It's only been a couple of minutes, and a round is like 6 seconds, right? Okay, so this thing's probably completely regenerated. And you did 2 points of damage, unless it's a thing, in which case you did 1. Minus 1.
Unless it's a thing.
Then I shout out, I fucking got it!
Yeah. So you haven't. I don't know how often you've used Hell's Lash, so you're kind of new at it. But you definitely notice that this half-elf rank-and-file soldier doesn't seem as burned and as horribly affected. Because so you see Judge. Hell's Lash is like it's literally a whip of fire that Judge goes manifests, and this flaming whip wraps around this thing, and it does like burn through its clothes, but it only sort of singes its skin a little bit. But it's certainly acting like a half elf that's burning to death. But it doesn't seem to Judge as though it's taking enough fire damage based on your expectation. And yeah, so Two Shoes sees this and is going to immediately attack.
Yes.
And then we'll have initiative.
Attack Judge.
No!
No,
Shoot it, never.
I do not remember. I don't have a retainer card, so I'm just going to.
Oh, I found it over here if you want it.
Somewhere
Do you have? If you got it, but I'm just going to
Not
improv
good
right
at
now.
all.
You get improv. That's fine.
Wait, you've got the. Oh, sweet stand, bro.
I'm ready.
Hey, I was only off by one die.
In a good direction.
Well, it depends on whose side you're on.
I'm on my side.
I think it's 2d6.
This side of the screen.
Nice. So yeah, as soon as Judge, without thinking, as soon as Two Shoes sees Judge attack this soldier, Two Shoes spins around, pulls her sword out, and starts palading this thing. And this thing is not, whatever else it's resistant to, it's not resistant to steel.
This is great news.
Yes.
And Judge, Two Shoes is going to flank it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you hear a soldier say, "Black gods, I hope that's the changeling." So now it's going to be initiative. I like how you were like, if this didn't, like, if Judge hadn't, yeah, that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
The fact that, what I consider to be a pretty reasonable question: do we trust this fucking alien? By the way, it turned into that's the thing, and she just went and attacked it. But even if that had turned out to be a ruse, you guys were coming up with a plan. Wait a minute, it bleeds acid.
Yeah.
So all we gotta do is just
it's fine. Let's
everyone.
just
draw blood. We're gonna start a blood bank.
I first thought Judge was going, what are you doing? But now it's like, oh, that's actually pretty smart.
I'm getting a head start.
Yeah. I'm 2 steps behind.
I might be a
All
little too
right,
enthusiastic.
Copper, what's your initiative? Here, let's erase this and actually draw the room you guys are in. It's a corridor, basically.
Okay.
10, 12, 13.
Oh, we didn't move into the
Oh, we
room.
can't use the new one, right? We gotta use the old one.
No, you guys are just walking down a corridor with a bunch of soldiers on your way to the
Oh, right.
thing. Like so Copper got, what'd you say?
13.
13. Slim, what's your
4.
Slim got a 4. King, what's your initiative?
19.
19. Boots?
24.
Yep, that's going to be pretty common. I think Judge.
11.
I've gotten really lucky on initiative today.
All right, so now where is it?
My
Pen
dice
that
are
I can
crap.
drawer. I can drawer
Did you
with.
get some fancy ones?
You suck.
You letting your dice?
Huh? I'm shaming my dice.
You suck.
You guys are on the
Oh
panel
my
game.
god. You wasted it.
Was it a 20?
And it said,
Chat is now a pun fest about Judge judging things. It's right. You just lived up to
I
your...
did.
Now people know why they call you Judge. You just made a snap judgment and act.
Yeah.
Judge
That's like-
Dredd.
Yeah.
So
Judge
here
Jury and
is
Executioner.
this thing. And there's
I did
actually
it all right now.
Yep. And your whip is your lawgiver.
Is that there's all these fucking soldiers down in this corridor with you.
Oh no!
Like all on their way, trying to obey their orders. Just trying to get off the
Get to the
fucking,
meeting.
just trying to get off the goddamn astral plane. Get back to a universe that has like a sun. Get off this fucking illithid ship maybe someday. This fucking squid ship. Whose idea was this?
a lot of dudes in here.
Remember when we
Like
served the
27.
Lady of Brass and we flew around this awesome fucking castle? Now we're in a goddamn squid ship.
Everyone's just complaining. It's just
Squid ship is a boon.
Where do you want to be?
Mr. Slim.
I'm probably walking with the other officers.
Is that a boots
Slim's
mini?
like, man, there's a lot worse things you could be on a squid ship. Enjoy the squid ship.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is for now. Boots
For
mini.
now.
Yes.
It
That
is
is
not the Boots
the
mini.
that was the original King mini that Phil did. But then
Oh.
I played with Hero Forge for much longer.
Okay,
and
Boots.
Made something.
Judge appears to have gone crazy and is attacking. There's definitely no chance that Judge is the Changeling, by the way.
I'm definitely grinning.
So it's Boots' action.
Well, Judge is also the senior officer here, so I'm just gonna,
One of them.
I've seen a senior officer and another junior officer both attack this thing, which
That's true.
I've also
Yes.
fireballed me. So
Yes.
I am ready and willing to
Aha!
stab the shit out of it.
Is that what he does?
It's it's one of those.
I hope people in chat have seen the art that you drew of Boots.
It's on the website.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's on the website. It's also on my Twitter account. But yeah, and Tom's, if you follow Tom on Twitter.
It was on my Twitter.
But Tom drew his own. I forget who's on Twitter. Tom drew his own art for his own character, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm running up there, and I've got advantage, right?
Yep.
Because of
Yeah.
Yep.
Two shoes. 2 shoes and boots.
All right, so
Gonna stomp
that's
his ass.
yeah. So that's a 20.
Yeah, you
Two.
hit. You hit.
All right, so I've got Artful Swordplay. First time I hit with a finesse light or finesse melee weapon, and et cetera, I deal an extra 1d8. So it's a d8.
And remember, if you roll any ones, they just count as twos.
Awesome. I will remember that.
Ah.
Hey, there we go. So that's 10 damage from one attack. I'm also going to do my coup de main, which is this is the duelist version of sneak attack, essentially.
Oh,
So I
nice.
do an extra 3d6.
Oh, a coup de main.
Oh.
A coup of the hand.
Coup de grace.
So that's
I hope
another,
that's another
Coup
that's,
Coupe.
Coupe.
that's another 13.
The 13. Got it. This is just from regular weapon, right?
Yep. And then I'm going to attack with my offhand. Dual rapiers. That's another 19 to
Right.
hit.
Oh, 19
not
hit.
19 damage,
19 hit. 19 hits.
It is 2 damage.
2 damage. That's much easier to track. So it acts. It does something in reaction to that. Phil, can I see your character sheet for a second? Actually, can I see your character sheet? Show this one. Show this one. Yeah. All right. No, only Matt.
No touchy.
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah. Phil.
What?
No. You're a gift.
What? You're a gift?
Whoa. Get Yankee.
Yankee.
At least your nickname's not like Yankee Doodle.
Get Yankee Doodle.
You want to call you Doodle.
Judge, make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be an 18.
Okay, you're fine.
Is that an 18 or a 13? That's an 18. They just haven't colored it all the way in. Yeah.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and okay, since I hit him,
Did you try to fear me again?
No, you don't know. You're not gonna. Yeah, it was not. It didn't look like it was.
Did it bleed acid?
Fear is a. Yeah, Boots is definitely causing this half elf to bleed. This black,
it's leaking.
black liquid.
Good. All right. So I'm gonna spend a duelist point and attempt to distract him. So this is whenever you successfully hit a target with a weapon attack, you may expend a dueling point to distract the creature. Give your allies an opening. The next attack roll against that target by another attacker other than me has advantage if the attack is made before the start of my next turn.
Ooh.
So basically,
That's cool.
next person to whack this guy gets advantage. And I'm also going to get out of here. So I was
I think.
10, 15, 20. I'm gonna just zoop, zoop.
You just dance out of the way
I dance out of the way with my fancy.
with your fancy boots.
I'm actually,
Wow.
Judge is gonna realize that, like, okay, this whip, as
Yeah.
cool as it is like really not doing that much damage, but the guy's
Okay.
got a seal on him, and like Boots just like cut his shit up. So
Sure.
Judge is gonna go ahead and consume that seal, so
Yep.
that way Boots can
That's
do an
how it works.
extra 2d6 damage. So I'll let Boots roll that because that's fun.
It is 7.
7 more damage. Got it.
Death by 1,000 tiny
Popes.
Yeah,
pokes.
that's
with
I think what the
rapier.
Illrigger's thing is putting seals on people and
Mhm.
consuming them. That was Boots. That was a long Boots turn. King.
I'll go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt. It's a spell attack, so would Schmuck's thing work for that or no?
I have no idea how Schmuck's things work.
No, the advantage.
I have no idea how Schmuck's thing works.
The next attack roll against the target
Spell attack?
by an attacker other than me
Attacks are attacks.
has
Because this is
advantage.
a distraction. It wasn't like.
Attacks
18.
are attacks.
18 hits, right?
Yes.
Am I doing Guiding Bolt right? This is weird because clerics don't have a lot of spell attack things. I snap my fingers, radiant light fires out of it at the guy and does 10, 18 radiant damage.
Oh. 18 radiant damage. That's pretty good.
And then next attack has advantage on him.
Nice.
He's covered in sparkly light.
Stacking
We're
advantage.
chaining attacks together.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The
That's
chain!
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Your attack gave him advantage. Now his attack gives the next person
He
advantage.
gives copper advantage.
All right. So yeah, he reacts to that as well.
God dang it! I was gonna.
Judge, how does your health side work?
I get advantage on seeing people who are invisible, disguised, or hidden.
You get advantage on it, or you can just see them?
I was about to.
I mean, you made the class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I mean,
I have an advantage on wisdom perception checks to notice disguised, hidden, or invisible creatures. I think
Okay.
it sounds like I just get to see them.
I know. That's not what it says. That's
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Is it the
It's
next
a good
update?
thing we look it up.
I was about to.
So the creature disappears,
Okay.
and on your turn you'll have the chance to look for it with your health side. But
We need to check the floors again, right? In case he moves somewhere else. Or just on
Well,
this
I mean,
floor?
everything's closed.
Oh,
No,
right.
We're in the hallway.
But
Navigator
you can, on
hasn't
your
said
turn, you
anything
can
about-
say lockdown.
Right.
that was King. It's copper.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll lock.
Oh,
tell the
yeah.
navigator.
Oh, we're still in
navigator
combat?
lockdown.
Oh, we're still in
Yeah, yeah,
combat.
we're still in
Sorry.
combat.
I
Yeah,
didn't
still
realize
count.
that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Look for
Have
footprints.
Big Cat look for him.
They're not duelist points. They're panache.
yeah, because
right?
you need to be able to track them, right?
It's up to you.
That's like the thing. You need to be able to hit
panache
them
is
so
an
you can
actual
track
thing.
them or
Is
something.
it
Yeah.
in your class? Is it?
If I can see
is
my
it-
Not yet, it's
100
a
mark
higher
on the
level.
Oh, it's a higher level.
Yeah,
Just give it
that's
because
what I meant,
panache
mark 'em.
points, I think would be.
But
We'll come up with something.
Finesse.
What? What are you laughing?
Has an hour.
Is Hasner watching?
Also, Megan's watching, so he'd like you specifically to stop cursing. Yeah.
This is not a child-friendly show.
This is not. This is not.
Hi, Megan.
Please,
No.
please
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Somebody commented saying, "Could you guys swear less?" And I responded, in character.
You're the one who fucking did that.
So copper. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a vanished
Got it.
half elf. That's probably something half elves can just do. You're a goblin. You don't know. Maybe half
are we
elves
just
can
shooting soldiers here? Or what do we do?
We just can
No,
start shooting
you're-
Are we
some-
just shooting our own?
So Big Cat can't smell him.
Yeah,
You don't have anything like that?
No.
Any kind of detection,
One
hunting,
Seek it out,
gathering,
Big Cat.
eating?
He vanished. He didn't turn into the misty thing.
just disappeared. Did not turn into a misty form.
It's got to be running out of spells at least.
Shoot, I'm trying to think of what I can do once I don't think of it. See if I have like area attack or something. Because I can't just shoot the emptiness too. Can I?
Oh yeah,
You can
can.
attack the darkness.
Can I attack the darkness?
I mean, you don't have a target, so unless you have
Yeah,
unless you have some.
I do have an area attack, but I have to hit my own dude first in order to make that work, and I don't think I can do that.
Would copper do that?
It's a lot of people hit.
These guys are basically like first level guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably kill him. Okay. Well,
If
let's
it,
Can you just shoot the spot where he just was?
shoot the empty spot. That seems. I mean, I could try. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a thing you can do. But
Well, I mean, you can tell me where you think he is,
Uh-huh.
and then make an attack with disadvantage. And if
Got it.
he is where you think he is, then
Uh-huh.
there's a chance it'll work.
okay. Sure.
Okay.
Do you have dispel
Go
magic?
ahead and roll damage.
Count? Okay.
That's a really good ranger.
I mean, we'll see if the thing
He's
works.
badass,
I
right?
told you. I'm
That's a
telling
damn
you.
fine
Best,
ranger.
best,
What have I told you?
Hang on.
best ranger in the
Magical
world.
effect.
6 damage.
Okay, so the arrow disappears as though it hit an invisible body.
It does.
Yeah.
Wow, you're the best ranger.
I know it.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay, let me move up.
By the way,
15.
he went invisible, but he's still got glittering light all over him from Guiding Bolt.
What does that do?
That
Does that reveal invisible creatures?
No, but it would have given him advantage. He hit regardless, but he'd still be seen.
Does it reveal invisible creatures?
Doesn't say it reveals invisible creatures.
Then it's invisible. Then it's invisibly glittering with his invisibleness.
It's a very
Okay,
powerful.
You gotta
So-
think of like if it's a light that's glowing and showing someone where this person is. Now imagine that person were blind. Would the light help? No. And that's this being blind is the same as your target's invisible.
So I hit a target.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
going to
something-
send Big Cat up that direction because
Okay,
that's
that's cool.
towards the target.
Yeah.
This is like we were talking about cats chasing laser beams.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait,
Big Cat's like, I don't know where I'm going,
but
but there's something there.
I guess I don't.
That's
I
a
don't,
good
I don't know
point.
what the benefit of that is actually.
Of what?
You just
His mark. Since he hit, can he mark?
You can see, I can't see him.
Yes.
Is this a Big Cat?
This is Big Cat, yeah.
With disadvantage. Big Cat can't see either.
Right, you're right. You're right. Nope.
All right, I need Boots to make a wisdom save.
$16.
Okay, stand by.
What's up, Copper?
We should look at the floors, see if there's any.
Yes. I like reminds that.
He's got a little holes poked in him.
Yeah.
He does, that's true. He's already done that. I have to mark off the abilities he's used. Let's see. Yeah, he'll reappear because he has to cast a spell. And I need like all of these people to make saving throws.
What kind?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Ooh, I'm good with that.
This dice is doing me right today. I'm also rolling in the box.
It's a 20-foot. So targeted here. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, okay. all of these guys.
16. Saving throw.
But it's fireball.
Holy crap. 1 plus.
Did it hit me? Was I in the radius?
Yes.
I think you're in there, yeah.
Everybody except the 3 soldiers behind him. Two. So it's 24 damage if you beat a DC of 13.
What kind of damage is it? Is it higher?
Okay, fine.
Iron one.
23.
Yeah.
23 if we beat it.
23 if you beat it?
I'm sorry.
what?
If you failed your saving throw, it's 23 damage. If you made your saving throw, it's 11, I guess.
And sorry, what was the DC again?
13.
So if I roll a 13, I failed it.
What?
If I roll a 13, I failed it?
No, you beat it.
Oh, I beat it. Okay. Half of 20.
If you got less than 13, you take 23 damage. If you got more than 13, you take 11.
11.
Go 19s.
Or 5 if you made it under resistance.
Thanks.
So 5. Okay, so Big Cat is
I
5.
think perhaps I made a mistake.
Doing what? What? Did you fail your save?
Yeah.
At least something.
You missing sweet?
No.
Oh, I wasn't sure how big of a mistake you're
No.
talking about.
Slim,
No,
Slim
Slim.
talking.
Slim
Oh.
is starting to regret his decision to join this
What
band.
kind of Mickey Mouse operation did I sign up for? Also, who is this Mickey Mouse?
That's what they call the cranium rats.
It's Judge.
It is. Okay, so movement. Can I move up to
Sure,
here?
absolutely.
Okay, I wasn't about
If you
moving
have enough
through
movement,
allies.
if you have enough movement, no, you can always,
5, 10,
you can absolutely move through allies.
20. Get in there. What's wrong with this? Okay. All right, so Judge is gonna use a bonus action to cast another censure on this guy, and then he's gonna roll to attack. I don't have advantage, so it's just gonna be the 1. Let me just roll it with my damage real quick. So that's a hit, and then that's a 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 11 plus 5 is 16, and then I think I can use my censure. I think I can actually activate it right now.
What is censure? What is that?
That's the seal that I put on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it's whenever I hit it as well.
Yeah.
Are all those guys dead?
Oh, yeah, these guys all die.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That's another, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, if that's the case, then I would have gone up here.
That's fine.
Okay, let me just roll a d20, another d20, just to see if I happen to get a crit. Nope, that's a 1. All right.
So describe what you're doing again. Are you putting a seal on?
Yeah. So as soon
And then
as
you're
I like rush up, basically, because I retract the whip because Hell's Lash is just not doing it. So I retract the whip and then I rush up and then I just do the fucking like seal to him and then center him and then I just take my my big great sword and I just start like wailing at him essentially. Right. And so I do the first 16 damage and I go ahead and consume the seal and then I do another 2d6 damage whenever that happens. 16 plus 8 is 24 damage. So I do 24 damage total.
You do a total of 24 damage?
Yeah.
Yep. And that's just regular sword damage.
Yes.
Sword damage and...
Oh, but the 2d6 that comes out, 1 second. I think that is a certain kind of damage.
Is it fire damage? Or is it...
I don't think it's fire damage. God. Necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's not... It doesn't have any kind of resistance to that. Although there's no way you would do that. All right. Judge, you attacked it, correct? On your action?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
What is that?
The wisdom noise.
That's a 10.
That's the Navigator going, there are now only 20 living people.
Yeah, that's the ship.
Yeah.
No.
Let's
Wait,
see.
what the
do I
fuck?
have? What do I have that I can use?
You are now a chicken.
Here, we're gonna... I hate to do this. I wish if I were better prepared. I'm never gonna be this prepared. But I'm gonna use two identical miniatures. There are now 2 judges. There's one here, and there's one here.
How dare you?
And I need you to make a insight check. Actually, no. What is your insight bonus?
You're right.
Don't.
0. So
Zero.
it's a straight dice roll.
You have no ones. Okay.
What does my insight tell me?
Here. Only you can see this.
Yeah, no looking.
So you look at you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, give it back to me. I want to make sure I give you the right card.
Oh my god.
No, here, this one.
I knew it. Do I give back to you?
No, you can hang on.
Okay.
You can hang on. You can hang on.
Oh,
So now there are 2 judges.
is it still my turn?
I believe your turn is done. Well, you can continue acting. It was reacting to. It was taking an action at the end of your turn.
This is like a reaction.
It's not a reaction. It's like a legendary action.
Can I message you something? Like we can
Sure.
keep going, and then I can because this is like a.
You don't have to ask permission to text me.
Well, I just didn't want anybody. I didn't want you to stop the action as I do this.
So it's Slim.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to go right there. And I'm going to attack that one.
You're gonna attack this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's where the bad guy was just.
But they both disappeared for a second, and then reappear.
I got 50-50 chance, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Have you seen The Princess Bride?
See if it
Not for a long time.
see if it bleeds acid.
On your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, first attack. I got advantage, I assume, because of the soldier on the other side there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 25.
Phil, do me a favor. Call high or low.
High.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's with a great sword.
Was that AC or was that damage? That's like 25.
Yeah, 25 was AC.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. All right, so it's this is with the silver great sword.
It's a good sword. Is it a great sword? I'm trying to find out.
It's a gift sword, so a gift I think it was pretty great.
You have great weapon fighting, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking for a second here. I'm gonna spend a superiority die
Ooh.
because I want to do that because I haven't got to do it yet. And I'm gonna do a trip attack. Expend 1 superiority die to add a total to the damage roll. Okay.
So what's the total damage?
And then it's 15. And then if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw of DC 15 on a failure and knock the target prone.
What's the DC?
15.
Yeah. This judge falls over. Whoosh, and looks kind of shocked at you.
What kind of blood's coming out?
What kind of blood do tieflings have?
They're. I haven't given much thought. I would think that their blood would be like really dark though. Like you know how human blood is like very red.
It's not the acid
like
blood.
bright red.
This is, well, yeah.
But like tiefling blood, I think would be almost like purplish.
So this almost purple-like blood comes out of. Not the blood of the changeling.
God damn it!
You son of a bitch!
How many spaces did I run?
Oh, did that just activate?
I don't know.
20, I think.
I think this just got the messages that you got. The messages you were sending me on my phone.
Oh, it's synced.
Oh,
It's my
You
phone.
probably have 2 left.
Oh, whoops.
25.
No.
All right, move me into
To there, or you probably want to go here?
Sure. Whatever is the best for getting. All right, now I'm going to attack that one.
Cool.
I don't think I have advantage on this one, though.
No.
No.
There wouldn't have been a way for you to get it. No, you're good.
No.
There wouldn't have been a way for you to get advantage.
I thought you said there
where
would
you're
have.
standing.
20.
Wow, nice.
Nice. You critted?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So, let's see how much damage that is.
Judge. Not Tom, not Dom, and Judge, not Judge.
Judge, not judge.
Coming from turbocyclotrimethylene. Tom, not Tom. Judge, not Judge. Judge? No. Judge, not Judge.
Yeah.
I'll just go straight damage. So it's 16 damage.
16 damage?
Yes.
That's from a crit?
Yes.
So you roll damage twice and
Yes.
add your strength mod?
Yep. I only get to add my strength mod once, right? Yeah.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
It dies. Oh. Your greatsword hacks through it, and as it dies, it starts howling and changing shape. And it changes from Zarok to Angel to this guy, and then a couple of other characters in the chain. And you notice there are a couple of, as its form is twisting and permuting, and like faces are coming out of its flesh and then melding back in. You notice soldiers, people you think are sailors from the Rossos Cielo, faces you recognize from the boat you guys just spent 3 days on, and then thing just collapses in a heap, and it's just this melange of all these different forms. You can see like Angel's furry hobbit feet and half of Zarok's face, and then there's just a pile. It looks like a corpse, a steaming corpse that has all of these different forms just melded into it.
Not judge.
So the angel you were talking
And
to was
there
the
is
real
some-
angel.
I don't know. I guess so. It must have been. I think this guy must have gone up to the captain's or the commander's quarters and cut his own throat. Doesn't make any sense.
Or maybe Angel.
Just feigning death.
Feigning death, yeah, or something like that.
Maybe Angel beat him.
Maybe he did. An angel's looking for me.
But then Angel left him dead in my quarters.
If he
and
could
didn't.
take any shape, he could take the shape of a dead person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, unless there's another
I
one.
don't know.
I don't know.
Another one.
We don't need those.
All right,
leeches.
so let's.
We don't need those leeches in here.
So Slim will go over
Can I have
and,
Judge back?
and
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Here, hand that to Hannah, please.
There is one way to be sure.
Slim will go over and offer Judge a hand up.
Had to be done.
Judge definitely didn't
You get
bleed,
one.
bleed
So-
acid, right?
Correct. No, Judge. That's what he asked. He asked what Judge bled, and Judge did not bleed acid.
Okay.
So Judge is definitely, as far as you know.
I was hoping for my turn, or I'd be able to do my little thing, but
Sorry, Phil got there
Phil
first.
got me.
I thought for a moment you might be doing some Colville fuckery because you had me go choose the take of that thing. I assume so I could hear it because we can't hear it in here. And the thing you had Anna said.
Oh no, it's just a quote from the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's just a movie quote.
Okay.
It wasn't. I did. So yeah, that's. I don't think any of you even know what that is.
Oh,
That was
Harvest its blood.
well, Butts is around, right?
Yeah.
Can Butts harvest it? Because she's like a wizard.
What do you want to harvest?
I don't know.
Goop.
She would know better than I would.
Does
Does she seem interested?
I don't know that like she's ever done like any kind of alchemy stuff like that before, like harvesting brains and eyeballs and stuff. But she can give it a shot if you want her to.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
You can go ahead. Well, here's no, you have two shoes. Do you have
I got them all.
what are her skills?
Arcana and Deception.
Okay, so then medicine Arcana is one of the two skills you need. The other one's medicine. So she's going to be +3 on the medicine because she's not proficient in it, and then +6 on the one that she is proficient in. So what are you trying to? What do you want her to harvest? Do you want to harvest like the heart of this thing, the brain of this thing? Do you want her to get like vials of blood? You can only pick one. You basically have to destroy the corpse in order to harvest anything from it. You can get the brain, eyes, heart, or blood.
Brain.
Brain. All right, so you got to make 2 checks. One is an Arcana check, and the other is a medicine check. So 1 at +6. It's like a little mini skill challenge.
All right, the black will be Arcana, and the mixed one will be the medicine.
I think I know where this is going.
So a nat 20 on the Arcana.
Oh yeah, she's like, oh, I found the brain.
And
She's just slicing into this thing. She's got like a regular knife, right? And she's like, as she's cutting, she's like, anybody else got another knife? And her knife is like corroded.
oh, well, she got a 21 on medicine.
It's great, but she's gonna like, I need more. Like I know where it is.
Here.
I need it.
Don't give her
Oh,
the knife.
She's got another
Thanks,
dagger.
Liz. And she starts carving, and she's like, "Yep, I got the brain." And there, she asks for like a water skin. Does anybody have a water skin?
I probably do. I'm sure I've got one in my inventory.
She takes the water skin and she like cuts some of the string, so it's now water everywhere. And she pulls this small, it's got like a cerebral cortex, but it's not pink. It's this almost dark black color. Very strange flesh, and she pulls this brain out of this thing and wraps it in the water skin. And she's like, I don't know what it is, but I got its brain.
Got its brain.
I'll give her like the very rare, like,
We're gonna-
nice work, Butts.
Who wants this? Actually, I'll hang on.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
yours now.
She's like, I wonder
Can we fry it up?
if there are any more brains in there.
One for each.
Just, I think that's enough. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So the Two Shoes is like, we should have a service for the dead soldiers.
So were those guys just eviscerated? They're
Yeah,
not dead.
they're just first level characters. They got a fireball in the face. They're dead.
yeah, well,
Okay,
we need
bummer.
to get everybody together anyway, right? Because what if
Yeah.
Angel's really dead and Zarok?
Guys, there's one thing we could do to be sure that was the only one of those things among our men. And I take another dagger and just boop.
Mm.
You guys see black liquid. No.
Again!
And I look over at Copper, who I got that idea from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But copper doesn't do it, apparently.
I'm not. fine. Actually, I already cut myself.
Yeah, you already got the cut.
I already have a cut.
yeah.
I was gonna ask
Did you cut yourself?
No, my cat.
Your cat?
It looks like a cat
cut
wound.
yourself?
That's a big cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, big cat.
It's a big cat. It is a
Just
big
place your
cat.
piece.
Wait, actually, I cut myself and I bleed.
You do all your
I do
goblins.
bleed blood.
Your goblin.
It's just a
This
goblin.
black blood is very different than the changeling
Yeah.
black blood. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Is Slim gonna? There's whatever gift blood is like. I imagine it's like green.
I can do my thing.
Ochre colored.
I mean, technically they never seen me bleed, but I was gonna do this thing earlier where
I think green, probably.
Judge bites his own tongue and spits blood on the ground.
I think we've already seen your
Stylish.
blood. I've already seen your blood.
We should do this with like the rest of the dudes. though. Like, just, like
gather 'em
get
all up.
everyone gathered.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
like Two
auditorium
Shoes
and-
needs to do it. Like
So
Yeah.
Phil,
Two Shoes doesn't understand these guys don't understand what we're doing because they don't
they
have all
don't
the
need to
information.
understand.
They don't have all the information you guys have.
That's why they're junior.
I just tell everybody to report to the, I forget what we called the place, the meeting room.
You're not gonna
And
have a
can
test?
you,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Well,
test them in there with everybody.
Once we're all together.
Amphitheater, and can you reopen the doors for those people
Yeah.
so they can get
Yeah,
in?
yeah. I'll reopen the doors so that those guys can.
And then we'll all head in there.
There's now between apart from you guys, there's now I think 27 members of the chain of Acheron left.
27 left?
Yep.
I thought we started with 60.
Yeah, and then you took this ship. You took this ship, losing a bunch of soldiers in a battle with the Dwargar.
Oh yeah,
And
Nails blew up some people.
Nails
Yeah.
fireballed a bunch of them, kind of, collateral damage. I'm a god now. I don't care about mortals.
Nice
God.
job.
And then you just fireballed 5 more.
Nails was a real
I know you're not
son of a bitch.
nailed.
There might have
but
been more than
still.
5.
No, we talk shit about him. He's not alive anymore.
Uh,
I barely knew the guy.
so yeah, you guys all get together in this small. It's built like a very small amphitheater, like one of those classrooms that you have when the teacher's down here and the stairs go up. That's what this is like, and they all get together. Everybody's there.
So we'll tell everybody to line up, and then we'll walk down to the end of the line.
Yeah, the commander probably has to do this.
So yeah.
Are you going to give any kind of explanation as to what is
That's-
happening?
Well, if you
Just
let me
have him
finish
just
talking.
have him push his finger in the book. Just put it.
Huh?
It's like a. If they put like it's like a what's it called? Whenever you like renew your vows, basically, but for the chain.
Fingerprint it.
No, I'm going to
You
say
need
there was a
blood now.
changeling on the ship, and we know that it bleeds acid, and the one way we can tell that you're real is that you don't have acid blood. And then I cut my hand and let it drip.
Yeah, no, these guys
And then I say soldier.
these guys are like no problem. These guys are soldiers. They're not-
Okay.
Yeah.
So no acid blood.
Sir, no, sir. Sir, I'm not changing, sir. As soon as one guy does that, all the others will go, oh yeah, sir, I am not changing, sir. And then one of them's like, what if I was? Would I know I wasn't changing? Maybe I would just say,
Just poke your finger, soldier.
I'm serious, sir. They all do different, and they start like, doing various tough guy things to try to show off.
We don't need any infections. Come on, guys.
Yeah, everybody remaining on the chain. There's no
And we're
They all seem to be authentic meat bags.
It's my favorite kind of meat bag.
That's good.
Kosher, 100%
I'll
kosher.
ask the
Organic.
navigator. Is there anyone else on board besides who is in this room?
No further life signs.
Except for Angel, right?
Good.
Is Angel
Yeah,
there?
where is Angel?
Angels.
Wait, that's
yeah.
right.
Oh, he's here.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah, Angels. Here.
Just had like a
Scared me.
complete what just happened for the
Yeah.
past 2 hours?
No, Angel, as with the other junior officers, and Angel knows exactly.
Oh, Angel. Oh.
Yeah, Angel.
What about
the
Xerox?
last thing. No, there's no. The last time you saw Xerox, he
I
was
know where Xerox
squished
is.
into a cube.
So
Yeah,
Angel
can't-
did find him.
Like a can of spam.
Whatever the real or whatever that was said to you was the real
Oh,
Angel.
yeah. I'm going to go up to the real Angel and be like,
Sure.
when was the last time Big Cat was fed?
He doesn't want to eat that shit.
If I remember
I can't
correctly,
remember the answer.
if I remember correctly, Big Cat being hungry was the code that there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
Right.
and so yeah, he just smiles and he's like, Big Cat's a happy cat.
Then we're all happy.
Cool.
Have you been feeding my cat?
So yeah, that's a good point. Is that the total number of life signs includes the water ganassi and the mind flayer. So
And the
there's-
water ganassi is here, I assume.
if you want her to be, sure.
Yeah.
She's not like a soldier. She's not a member of the chain.
Did she cut?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, she bleeds like seawater.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm the doppelganger playing a doppelganger disguised as another doppelganger. That's a good chat.
I'm the judge. Fucking the judge.
I know who I am. I'm the doppelganger playing a doppelganger disguised as another doppelganger.
So now
Oh my
that
God.
all of the chain is here.
Yeah, no, I guess we got to do our status update deal.
Yeah.
All right, crisis averted.
Yeah, so at that point, you have all the soldiers. You have all the soldiers gathered in this little amphitheater.
So I got to give my my bullet points that I'm not looking forward to doing.
Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking.
Huh?
So does King
want
actually
to?
pull out?
Yeah, he pulls out his little note cards.
So King has written a speech.
Oh.
Not really written a speech. I've written bullet points.
King has written a bunch of bullet points on cards.
Bullet points,
Like
bullet
King
points.
literally has these cards.
Oh, you bullet journal?
What?
Nothing.
All right.
All the soldiers are all waiting for King to talk.
Yeah.
Like, why are we here, sir?
So, as you all know, we've taken a lot of losses in the recent days. Commander Red is dead. His successor, Commander Sweet, is dead. Senior Officer Nails is dead. They live forever in the Chronicle. 3 days ago, I was just a junior officer. Some of you know me. Now that I'm the commander, everybody's asking who I am. Where was I born? What did I do before? The only answer that matters is I was born here in the chain, and before this, I was the chronicler. The Chronicle tells of many times when the chain was even smaller than it is now, but it survived. While we remain, the chain is unbroken. While the Chronicle endures, the chain is unbroken. We've made an enemy of Ajax, and he's made our deaths personal. But for us, death is business. Our outstanding contract is to kill one of Ajax's closest advisors. He has sent agents across worlds to find and hunt us. He means to kill us. We mean to fulfill the contract. The one place we know that Ajax does not want to be is where we're headed, Capital. We will find allies there. I think it's likely many of our comrades in Black Bottom survived, and they will find us in Capital.
Yeah, they like that. They're like, yeah, that's right. There's more of us. There's more of us than just these guys left. Somebody had to survive what happened in Black Bottom.
This ship is now ours, and it's going to be our base of operation until further notice. Those of you who have served on a ship before, report to Boots. He's going to be putting together a crew. Slim is the pilot of this vessel. A new lieutenant will be appointed once we've established in Capital. For now, report to your sergeants, junior officers, senior officer judge, or myself. In Capital, we will need to rebuild our ranks. Capital is a city of intrigue and marvels. I'm sure you will find plenty of opportunity to keep your talents sharp. You may think Ajax can't be beaten. 3 days ago, I might have agreed with you. But there's only one explanation for why he's chased us across the timescape. He's afraid of us. He fears us because he thinks we can win. And now so do I. That's all I got. Thanks, Colville.
No one else can clap?
Very inspiring.
That does a great job of bucking up the team.
All right. It's been 2 hours. I really got to pee, so I'm going to be right back.
All right, so
Public speaking.
I chugged that whole cup of water, man.
we're gonna stop it in a second, but yeah, that's the news. By the way, Lars wrote that. That makes me very happy.
You did.
He just goes off.
He did.
For people who couldn't hear it.
Give that another clap.
There.
I thought you had to go pee.
I do, but I thought you called me back.
No, I just no.
You said you wrote that.
I said Lars wrote that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And definitely they like. Don't forget, we're not the only ones.
Yeah.
That there were other soldiers that survived, that had to survive the fall of Black Bottom, and they're going to know where to meet us. So, and also when he says like, Capital is a city of marvels, and you guys can. There may not be a job for a little while, but you guys can find ways to hone your skills. They're like, oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the Capital. So that's they're pretty. Having to be on the ship is kind of weird. They're not super happy about that because it's a fucking alien squid ship. But it's some of them are like, oh man, it's cool. We got an alien squid ship. So that's it. You guys level up.
Yay!
You are sixth level. You have survived
Oh my
the
gosh.
fall of Black Bottom, and you ferreted out Ajax's agent, and his attempts to hound you across the timescape are now
not on my fucking watch.
over. It was pretty cool. The judge is like,
Alright.
it's him. It's Changeling. That was pretty cool.
I thought for sure you were just going to be like,
I did not expect that.
You know
That's-
what? Like, Judge would not have been upset. Judge would have been like, you know what? Like, hazard pay, right?
Yeah, look, you know,
Like, let's contact
you knew the
the
job
guy's
was dangerous.
family.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we have this
There's
is why we
probably
have
a form
insurance.
There's probably a form letter.
So,
Yes, yes.
So your son or daughter has been killed and
Yeah,
serves
Judge writes all the
teaching.
legalese. It's very, very like cold.
So Two Shoes is like, sir, does that mean that we're still going to try and kill Morton?
Yes.
Excuse me.
That's a job. That's a job. I don't know how we're
that
doing
may
that.
take a while.
Does the chain fulfill its contracts?
Sir, yes, it does. There's some treasure on the ship that if you guys go and look in, eventually somebody will find, if you guys haven't already, we'll go check out Xerox quarters. And that's where this thing had been squirreling away a whole bunch of shit.
Is there a belt of coal giants?
There's no.
Please.
There's
It's just a whole bunch of
there's a
limbs
vest
and
of
like
monkey
cat
strength.
toys.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, monkeys are pretty
No,
strong.
it's true, yeah. So there's King, and well, there's a lot of the junior officers are human and they can just detect magic normally, but definitely Boots and King can tell which of the items in here is magic. There's another 1,387 gold in here. That's not that's party treasure. That doesn't go in the treasury. The treasury is for when you guys get paid out for a contract. So the treasury die only goes up when you guys get like a huge payout. Like we completed the contract and got 10,000 gold or something like that. Otherwise, when you guys just get loot from normal adventuring, that gets distributed among you guys, like you were a normal adventuring band. But there's a sword that seems to be magical. There's a really, really nice mandolin that is apparently magical. The creature had a medallion on him that stayed on him even after it was done dying, and it's magical. And there's a pearl.
I might take up mandolin lessons.
Can we start? Can I start doing identifying now, or do we want to wait until?
Well, you guys are gonna have plenty of time to identify stuff.
Sure.
There's no point in the pearl is a pearl of power. Shouldn't surprise anybody.
Pearl of power.
The medallion is a medallion of thoughts, and that's what it was wearing when it died.
What's it do?
It has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts
That's really good.
spell with a DC of 13.
Is that how he's able to use chain sign?
Well,
I think I'm the
you
only one
have
that's one.
your Gith have some psychic
That's it.
abilities.
Oh.
So certainly, depending on the nature of this
I don't think
creature,
this helps
whatever it
anybody but
was,
me, that
like
one,
it
but-
didn't when it died, it didn't reveal its true form. It just turned into an amalgam of lots of different
Mush.
creatures. So whatever it was, depending on its abilities,
That's pretty good.
if you
Nice.
asked
for
somebody a question and
I think it'd be good for him.
you knew an answer you were expecting,
This is the,
someone with detect thoughts could probably
The talker.
read the answer from your head.
Right.
My Christmas higher than his.
So if you were waiting for a specific answer, maybe
Right.
even a
The guy knows
sign,
everybody.
it's possible. But this thing was on the ship for 3 days.
Right.
Like 3
Like,
days
he's
is a lot,
the
especially if you have
talker,
detect
you
thoughts.
know.
Right.
You can learn a lot in 3 days.
Yep.
Um,
What was
there's-
what was the other thing?
Pearl of Power. It's for you gain a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh, neat.
by the way, this is random magic. So I realize
Don't look
that,
at it. Or...
I realize
it's
that
okay.
there's not a bard and you guys have a mandolin, but I'm pretty old school.
Hopper wants it. Oh, this is
Dawson
your
plays a horn.
thing.
You can learn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a whole band, one-man band.
Oh my god! Like the,
There's a
those-
magic longsword.
It's like a harmonica and like a little squeaky horn.
Spirit magic helmet. So it's 9 o'clock. You guys have leveled up, and it's time for us to take a break. So we are going to stop streaming for tonight. My friends are going to take a bio break and probably level up, and then we will come back and keep recording and upload what we do next week. That way, we still have some content left for next week. So next week, I think they're going to arrive in Capital, and I'm going to go on vacation. So until then, thanks for watching and putting up with this nonsense. And we will see you folks next week.
Bye.
Peace out!